too good for it, isn't it?
Well, it's fine. I'm Christmas in spirit.
Yes. Anyway, I hope you're feeling festive.
I hope you are.
We have got a really festive show.
We have indeed. We've got camellias, we've got Christmas decorations, we've got a Santa in a hot air balloon, which I bought earlier on in the week. We've got festive lights.
And we've got good news and bad news.
Oh.
Do you want the good news first?
Always.
So, well, I was going to say the good news is we've got massive savings and we have got a wonderful free gift.
Perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely. All you have to do is use an offer code. You'll get a free gift added into your basket when you place your order.
And it is a garden puzzle book. There's crosswords, there's Sudoku, all sorts in there, and a lot of them are garden-based. There is bad news, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, I say bad news. We have kept the price of our compost the same for, I think it's over 2 years, isn't it?
It's such a long time. Certainly since we started here in the potting shed, it's been the same price.
Yeah. Sadly, after today's show, it is going up in price. Not a lot, but it is going up a few pounds.
Understandable. We've kept it static for ages.
We really have.
Unfortunately.
So, and I just said before we went live, well, Bex and I were talking about, oh no, we've not ordered compost yet. So every single one of you that love our premium professional compost, it just makes sense to buy it today because it is going up in price. Do you know the day it's going up, Stu? It's like...
Oh.
Right, so already... Oh.
Oh, it has gone up. It has gone up, so everybody else is paying a higher price other than YouGarden customers today.
Right, but you have to use the code.
You have to use the code.
But after today, so the price, yeah, it's got, okay, so it is now $27.98, but for this final, say, live show, I say final live show, we've got a few next week, but it's going to be the final live show featuring this. With our special code, you were going to get it at the regular price.
Yeah, 5024 is the code, YGTV 5024. As you can see, once you apply it, it comes back down to that £24.98. So... stock up today, basically. Do it now. Get a big stock of however you can afford.
I mean, I'm
right
going to, are you, Bex?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's well worth doing it, isn't it?
So do bear that in mind. This is going to be the last opportunity to get the compost at that price. And club members, I mean, you know, so many of you are club members now, about 45,000 of you. You will still get it to $22.48, but it is your last opportunity to get it before the price will go up. It's been really good, and it's only gone up a few pounds, but I think I'm going to order, like, loads. I'm a Yorkshire man. I'm going to order loads of that. Right, we've still got free postage when you spend over £40, which is brilliant. Some of the prices, by the way, if you're watching our live on Thursday, some of the prices literally dropped during the show.
Yeah, they did. During the show, didn't they?
Yeah.
Right before our eyes. So, yeah, we're going to run through it and we're going to make sure we're telling you the right prices. But absolutely, we've got some stonking deals today. I don't know why I said that word, but we really have got some great deals.
Stonking's all right.
Stonking deal.
Yeah, I like that.
It's just not a word I normally use, but I quite like it.
I quite like it. So we've got things like garlands and wreaths that are now under £15. They're hand finished. They're beautiful. You bought the Santa in the balloon, didn't you?
I bought the Santa in the balloon. I can't wait for that to get delivered. It'll get delivered before Christmas, so I'm really excited about that. That's going to be the decoration every single year.
Yeah.
I also bought the light vine as well, which I'm really excited about, because that's actually, although it's a festive looking, light for us for Christmas, I'm actually going to have that out all year round as well.
Can I just say, now the hot air balloon is under £15, £13.49 for club members, and then the vine is now under £20 as well. They're two real winners. So whether you're going to go for the balloon or the vine, or do what Bex did, she went for both. Amazing, really well made, really nice, and very affordable today as well.
Totally. I'm so greedy. I went for both. Who cares?
Yeah, it's Christmas.
My Christmas present to myself. Why not?
I'll tell you what else has been really popular this week. The stunning Lavelle planters. I've actually got these, and I just think they're really quite sophisticated.
Yeah, they are sophisticated. I think they've got a contemporary sort of design and look to them, but actually, because of the colour, they will fit into all sorts of gardens. I really like the size of these as well. It's that lovely mid-size, isn't it? So this is something that you can. It's got a decent amount of depth on it, so you can plant slightly deeper-rooted things in here. Bulbs can go in here if you've still got some bulbs to plant. I would happily put some tulip bulbs in here. They will cope with that kind of height. But you could also put bedding in here. You could put small shrubs in here. It's quite a versatile pot, this
one. And I tell you what would look nice. We've got our hellebores.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, Look at these.
The beautiful
white
white
against
of
the...
these.
Yeah, that is. I think that's really sophisticated, don't you?
Definitely.
Really nice.
Yeah.
But they're only $4.99. They're normally £10, and they have been the most popular pot this week on YouGarden TV.
They've got the drainage holes that you'd expect in there, the extra channels for that drainage to run away from. They are UV stabilised, frost resistant, and absolutely beautiful.
Now, we would love you to be part of the show. So,
Yes,
let us know who looks the most festive today. Is it me or is it Bex? But you're feeling festive,
If it was
aren't you?
red, I'd be all over this, wouldn't I? But no, I forgot.
To be fair, we've got a Christmas show next week as
We
well,
have
haven't we?
indeed, because we'll be here on Thursday morning. So I promise I'll go full festive for you.
And we are going to record some shows for you to watch between Christmas and New Year as well. And we're going to be super festive then. Aren't we?
I'm pulling out the festivities.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. Neil has sent us an email about discount codes because he's received an email with the discount code. It starts with an EM, Neil. So unfortunately, you can't use that along with today's offer code. Choose whichever one gets you the best value. Whatever works best for you, that's the one you need to use. But unfortunately, no, the EM discount code you can't use at the same time as that one, unfortunately. Just to answer that question. So good morning to everybody else. If you want to send us any emails, we would love to receive them. The email address is ygtv@yougarden.com. If you've got any questions, by all means, we will answer those, so send them through. But if you want to send us any pictures, we love seeing the pictures. We love seeing what's going on. If it's just Christmas decorations, I'd love to see your Christmas trees. Show me your Christmas trees. Show us your puppies. Show us your cats. Show us whatever you want. Just send us some pictures. We love to.
Do you know what I'm doing, Bex? I'm sending you some pictures of my Christmas trees in the heavy-duty pots because I've actually...
Hey!
So some of you know, if you're regular, I keep my Christmas trees, my living ones, in heavy-duty pots all the way through the year. And then at Christmas, they come out in the front of the house and they're looking...
Really festive.
Yeah. I bought some Hessian sacks for £2 and put them in that.
Lovely.
And they look great.
We'll have a look at those in a little while.
Yeah.
We're also on YouTube too, so if you're watching on YouTube and you want to join the chat on there, you can do. I will be monitoring that one. I've just got to log into it. But yeah, I'll be having a little look at what you're saying in there. Stu's also got Facebook open in his little gallery shed just outside of here, so he'll keep an eye on the YouTube chat, the Facebook chat as well. So join in.
Right, I think we're going to be really busy for the compost.
Yes, I agree.
It is your last opportunity to get it at this price before it goes up. And I'm, say it has been the same price for at least 2 years. So it will go up. So even on our show next week on Thursday, it will be the new price, won't it?
It will indeed, yeah. So we'll stop talking about it after today. But yeah, we're going to keep reminding everybody today's the last chance to get it at the lower price.
Yeah, do you know what I'm thinking? What would be interesting? Because I think I'm going to buy... Because I do a lot of planting in January, February, seeds and get some early kind of plug plants on the go, bare roots, of course.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I think I'm going to buy 10 lots of that.
Do you know, that's funny.
That was
the number I had in my head. Yeah.
Because that would actually save us, if you buy that today, it would save me 30 quid.
Yeah.
So just let us know, just out of curiosity, are you buying compost and how many bags are you buying to really take advantage of this last opportunity to get this amazing price?
Graham. Is it Graham? It is, isn't it? Graham, are you still there? Are you watching? Because we know how much you like to stock up on our compost. So how many are you going to get?
Tony as well. So yes, let us know. Right, we better begin. Bex.
We had, what we're going to start with?
I'm thinking we go Christmas,
yeah? Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's head on over. I'll bring the iPads just in case there's anything over here.
The poinsettias have been really popular, haven't they?
Yeah, loving poinsettias, absolutely. Because they're just very festive, aren't they? Absolutely. If you want to have that festive look in your home, poinsettia is quintessentially Christmas here in the UK, isn't it? And these are a great deal because you could buy one of them for $9.99.
It's not bad. That's what my supermarket is charging.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's okay.
We'll deliver it before Christmas. You'll get it to your home. But the best thing to do here is to actually go for the triple pack that we've got because one is $9.99 or three is £11.97. So it's less than £2 more. To get three of them.
And again, for club members, $10.77 is amazing. That is working out about £3.60 a poinsettia. And the quality of these, it's amazing. They're really big. You've got all these wonderful red bracts on there. Nice and easy to look after. I mean, there's a few things. Don't let them completely dry out.
Yeah. Don't put them near any like temperature fluctuations they don't like. So
like drafts and things.
Next to the front door where you know the door gets opened constantly, or on a windowsill. So, I would avoid those.
So that's why a lot of supermarkets have got half-dead poinsettias, because they're all by the front door, which is ridiculous. So we've got, say, all of those, all three available at that price. And they are, in the UK, well, not just UK, but worldwide, the poinsettia is seen as the ultimate Christmas plant, isn't it? They look beautiful. And it is that red and green, the classic red and green, but then the lovely little yellow flowers in the centre. They're just beautiful.
Yeah, that sets it off, actually. If those weren't there, it wouldn't quite work, would it?
No.
But yeah, those little yellow flowers in the centre really do make a difference.
And these are, they're big poinsettias. They're premium quality. Are they still on pre-order? I think they're still... on pre-order, but they will be sent from tomorrow. So, and obviously you get them way before Christmas.
Elaine, I love you.
What she said?
She says, it doesn't matter to me how much the compost is, as it's brilliant stuff.
Oh.
You're lovely, Elaine.
Thank you, Elaine.
It's true.
We'll
tell
Peter I had Garden to put it at £50.
No,
I mean, we really wanted to keep the price the same, but it's impossible now. But thank you, Elaine. That's really kind words, isn't it?
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that really is. And Neil says I ordered the hot air balloon.
Yay!
The gonk. He's there.
Yep.
The berries and cream filled basket and the Crown Imperial bulbs. Well done, Neil. That's a nice little order.
Yeah. Now the gonk.
He's so cute.
These are also.
I just want to stroke his beard.
That's what. Just imagine in a few years. That's what I look like.
That's what yours is going to be like.
Yeah, I'm getting there, aren't I? You know.
I like a big white beard, though.
There you go.
There's something quite lovely about a big white beard.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got. It's coming back. So don't worry. Okay. So this is the candy cane gonk. Gonks are kind of like a Norwegian gnome, designed to bring you good luck.
Yeah, really good quality here. His hat, you can actually there's like a metal bit inside, so you can put that whichever way you want it to go, basically.
And I love with gonks, you get the classic design where the hat's covering up the eyes, you get that big bulbous nose, you get the big beard. Just a lot of fun, but they are designed to bring you good luck over the Christmas
and a decent
time.
amount of weight to this, actually.
Yes.
Like he's really good
He's well
quality.
fed.
Like us all at this time of year, eh?
God.
Can't stop eating at the minute.
I know.
It's this Christmas thing. It just makes you want to eat.
For some reason, I made the mistake of getting on the scales this morning. I was like, and it's only the 15th of December.
No, it's fine. You just ignore it now until January. Just ignore it.
It's not the time to really worry about those sort of things, is it?
Right,
so that's a gonk. Neil went for that, didn't he? What else?
No, here, look, this one. This is the one that I actually really like. And I could do with this. If you'd like to get me a gift, anybody, I could do with this. I need a new pair of secateurs.
I can get them for Christmas. No, seriously.
I think it's a great little gift for any gardener. How cool is that? It comes in its own little package as well. But you've got your secateurs. You've also got your snips included as well. And the snips are obviously, sort of slightly finer cutting that you need to do.
Topiary, I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
Cut flowers.
But these are from Spear & Jackson, which we know that name. How old did you say they were? 180 years?
No, over 250 years, I think.
250?
I'm sure it is.
It's a long time that they've been making gardening tools, so we know the quality of them.
Stu, just check when Spear & Jackson started. I'm sure it's over 250 years ago. And what Bex and I love about these, I mean, many things, but soft grip handles. And that is important. You want comfort, particularly if you've got... Yeah, there you go, 1760 they started. I knew it.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
That's incredible.
I knew they'd been around forever.
Alexander Spear and John Love, apparently. So they were called Spear and Love. Then in 1814, John Spear, the nephew, brought on an apprentice called Sam Jackson.
God.
But they didn't take the name until 1830 and became Spear & Jackson at that point.
But they actually date back, say, it's in 1760. It's amazing all that information just came back to you, Bex, didn't it? It's
honestly,
amazing.
Sometimes you just got to...
Yeah, it was there, wasn't it?
Pull it out of that little memory bank.
Yeah. I mean, Stu never actually gives us information in our ears, does he, Bex?
No,
it's
never.
all in our
Never
brains.
says anything. Never says anything.
But we did, seriously, they are a brilliant company and they are known for their quality. So, Bex, I love the fact that you've got soft grip handles, gives you great comfort and obviously helps with dexterity, but also the colour of these is really important. And you'll know, if you have green secateurs, then you're far more likely to lose them. Because you know, it's like when you're outside, all the wooden handle ones, they sort of disappear. Well, you know, when you're pruning, you just put them down on the ground or on the grass. If they're not brightly coloured, you lose them. They end up in the green bin. I've done it many times, so now I always endeavour to buy really bright
colour ones.
Yeah, because then if you do drop them down somewhere, you go, oh, there they are.
They also come with a 10-year guarantee.
Yeah.
They've got the carbon steel blades. These are brilliant. I love them.
They are.
Really good.
And we have dropped the price. So if you're watching on Thursday, they were $19.99. They're now only $14.99, $13.49. And I know a lot of you will have secateurs and snips, but how old are they? How sharp are they? And it's always nice to have, I think, a spare set, particularly if you've got a partner and you and your partner are gardening at the same time. But it's just handy, isn't it? So brilliant price on those. Do you want them for Christmas, Paige? I'll get them for Christmas.
I do need some new ones.
Oh, we'll get them for Christmas then. There you go.
There you go.
Sorted.
Grimmy!
What?
You naughty boy.
What's Grimmy done?
I ran out of YouGarden compost. Had to get some from a local DIY store. Yes, it was cheaper, but when I opened it, it was so compacted I could hardly get it out the bag. And when I did, it stank.
So I'm getting ready. I'm practicing for my pantomime next week, by the way. Hence I overacted him. We've done it as well.
We've done it, yeah. Occasionally you run out, you nip out, you're like, oh, you're always disappointed. So thank you for backing us up on that story, because it's true.
One of my worst nightmare experiences since I've worked for YouGarden, I was actually in a store once with another compost on my trolley because I'd run out. And I bumped into the head gardener, Peter. I just wanted to curl up and die. I was like, "Hi, Peter." It was in a big
garden centre.
Yeah, like literally, I'm there with a trolley with I'd only bought one bag.
Hang on a minute. Weren't you like, what are you doing here?
Well, it was sort of like one of the big sheds that sells everything.
Right,
but the head gardener had no gardening products on his trolley. But honestly, it was one of the most embarrassing experiences ever.
Did he say anything?
Yeah.
Did he?
Wait, went. And I was like, yeah, Peter, I've just run out of compost. And I was like, oh. So, but it does happen occasionally.
That's amazing.
The moral of the story is today is your last opportunity to get this price. It goes up after this show. So when you tune in next week at Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning, you will be paying £3 more for the compost. Mm-hmm. And it is our best-selling product. It is an amazing compost. And it's our highest rated product on our website in terms of reviews as well. So, so let us know. We just want to know. I mean, I'm going to buy, I think, 10 bags today because it does. You can easily store it for a few months.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's great to stack it and store it somewhere, isn't it? And we're going to use it, aren't we?
Of course we are.
Soon going to come.
January, February. That's when you start, say, sowing seeds, growing on plug plants, bare roots. You know, we've got so many great bare roots.
Oh, Neil's just said something apparently. He says, huge thanks to Emma in customer services, who was a star helping sort out a problem with free delivery, not offered on orders over 40 on the website. Happy to say all sorted now. Thank you, Neil. I mean, we do say it all the time, don't we, about customer services, that they will fix a problem. If there is, and unfortunately it does happen occasionally, just let us know. They will fix it.
And we would hate any single one of you to be sat at home and be upset or discontented with a certain order or a plant or a problem. And we send out millions of plants each year, and occasionally they may be something you're not happy with, but we would always want to put it right. Yeah. So thank you, Neil, for that. Loads of you ordering the compost. Who's ordering the most today? Probably me. I am buying 10 lots, but I look after my mum's garden, the pub garden, and I've got a big garden, so 10 bags for me is I was going to say is enough, but
it's not enough. There's nowhere near that's going to be. I think you need to double it, to be perfectly honest.
I know. But anyway, loads of orders going through. It is your last chance to get it at that price. Right, so Bex and I love this vine.
I'm so excited.
You've ordered yours, haven't you?
My order's in. I put my order in on Friday, so I'm very hopeful that it's going to be delivered very soon. Well, I'm not hopeful. I know it's going to get delivered very, very soon.
I'm just going to turn the lights down, Bex, and then go through the settings.
Look at that. So is it 8 different settings?
Yes.
There's loads on here. So you've got your slow glow, your sequential, your steady on, your flashing ones, all the different settings, so you can personalise it to whatever setting you want it to be.
Oh.
Also, I love that.
Look at it.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I don't like that.
No.
Don't like the big flashing ones. These,
do you like Twinkle?
I like Twinkle. And I like slow glow.
I'll do...
I don't like the big flashes. It's too much for me.
I quite like that.
But you can oh, that's quite cute. You can have it whatever you want it to be. And also these are bendable, so you can actually, you know, point this in whichever directions you want it to go in.
And I mean, I've just draped this over the crates.
Yeah, and tucked it into the edges there.
But it's very sort of organic, so it's very malleable, so you can get quite creative with this. Just beautiful. I will say it's not just for Christmas.
No, well, I'm not going to have it just for Christmas. So it'll be a lovely festive light display for Christmas time. But actually, it was our lovely Craig who helps us to set up the show here. He's got one of these, and he said he's got it above his bed.
Yes.
And I really like that, actually. That's a nice mood lighting in the bedroom, isn't it?
Yeah. So, no. So anyway, we'll leave it there.
It's going to be my reading light, basically. That's what I have it bottom for in the bedroom. So I can read my book.
It's 161347. It was $24.99. We dropped the price to $19.99 or $17.99 if you are one of our club members. Yay. Love that, Bex.
Yeah, it's really lovely, isn't it?
Really good choice.
Just get hold of that because that's really good quality. And as we say, you can have that for Christmas, but all year round as well if you want to.
And what would be nice, if you're ordering today, if it's arrived by Thursday, and there's a good chance it will have, take some pictures. We'd love to see what you're doing with the vine, wouldn't we?
Yeah. This says suitable for indoor and outdoor use. It includes a 31-volt transformer.
Well, it does have a transformer. Yeah. We've got...
Oh, Stu just said something about technology in my ear, electricity, and as if I'm going to understand it. Well, it's a step-down transformer. You're not going to put 240 volts in that, are you? I have no idea, Stu.
I mean, we've always said indoor only, haven't we?
We have, but it does say indoor
it does.
and outdoor on there.
Maybe we're just being cautious. It is low voltage, which is right.
Cautious. I'm having it indoors.
Yeah, I'm having it indoors as well.
I'm going indoors. This is not a toy.
If it was outdoors, you'd have to make sure the transformer though was in I
always put it in a
dry box.
Yeah, I always put them in dry boxes. Yeah, whenever, even if they're outdoor, I still put them in the dry boxes.
No, you've got to. No, you would have to. I would always put that in a dry box.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely vine. 161347, 1999, saving £15 today. And then just quickly, we have got some little gift ideas. We've got our Scotty dog now. Great doorstop. And I was at Christmas time. You tend to open the house up a bit sometimes. If you're having a party, you tend to let people walk through the various rooms in your home. And this dog is only £9.99, really well made, and he's a great functional doorstop.
I love him. Really good quality. Honestly, the fabric on it, as it needs to be as a doorstop. You know, it absolutely needs to be. But really good quality fabric on here. Nice weight to him as well, 1.5 kilograms. So obviously we need that when we're using it as a doorstop. But just really beautiful. Got his little bell on there. Yay. Got his little tartan collar on there as well. Beautiful, lovely.
It's really well made, isn't he?
Only £9.99.
I mean, in a garden centre, I recommended retail price of £20. You could easily pay that in a garden centre.
Totally, yeah.
But it's really cute, and you know, I know with doorstops you can find some quite ugly doorstops that do serve a purpose. But if you're going to have a doorstop, if you need a doorstop, you might as well get a nice looking one.
I was just thinking about this in my house. If that was on the floor, my little pup would be like,
oh, he would, wouldn't he?
He tries to attack everything.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I decorated the pub, and inside I've got some like wicker foxes with hellebores in, and they've got these massive bushy sort of like rattan-y sort of tails.
Right.
Oh, this puppy came in and absolutely went for it, like that. It's hilarious. And the fox came off quite badly, but the hellebore's fine, luckily. Yeah.
The hellebores are all right.
Yeah. Now we have got a lovely little gift if you've got children or grandchildren. I think this is really cute, and I always. I mean, Bex has got two boys. You'd love to get them into gardening, wouldn't you?
I'd love to. I mean, the thing is, they're kids, so they don't have some patience for certain things. But there's some things you can do that actually, you know, they see results relatively quickly. Yeah. And we've taken some of the hard work out of it with this particular seed kit. Because, you know, sowing seeds, as a lot of you will already know, it can be quite tricky, can't it? Because they're tiny little things, and it's just a really fiddly job. But actually, a lot of the hard work has been taken out of it with this kit. So you're getting the 5 different coloured pots, you're getting some labels there that you can write them on. But I really like the way that the seeds have been put into
biodegradable.
Thank you. I was going to say decomposable again.
I'm getting really good at filling in the gaps with extra.
Biodegradable.
I can read her
little
mind.
pads here. So all you've got to do is put the compost in, put the pad in. Then they've all been perfectly spaced. You can see the little seeds in there, perfectly spaced, and then it'll just biodegrade by itself. So it makes it a little bit easier.
I think it's brilliant, and they really have thought of everything. And all you need to do is, say, as Beck said, mix the compost with some warm water. So you mix that with warm water. That makes exactly the right amount of compost for one of these pots. Put most of it in there. Place that on the compost. Just top dress with what's left. Only half a centimetre or so, and those seeds will germinate. Now, obviously, you will have to pot them on because you get these are tomatoes and peppers. You get a yellow blush tomato, a red blush tomato, a cherry tomato, a sweet pepper, and a spicy pepper. So obviously, once they've germinated, you will have to pot those on into far bigger pots. But it gives you every single thing that you need. Stu said there's only one chilli. I thought there was 2 chilies in here. Oh, sorry. A sweet pepper and a chilli, I should have said, yes.
Tomato, chilli pepper, and a sweet pepper.
And a sweet pepper.
That's right.
That's, yes. It's brilliant. So it's just really lovely, and they've thought of everything, and it's fun, and it's colourful.
I feel like I might get that myself, actually.
It's great.
And I'll try and get the kids into it as well.
I think it's a great stocking filler. I would have loved, as a child, I would have loved that.
And at $5.99 or $5.39 in the club, that's a great little gift. Definitely.
Like that one, $5.39 700 104. Now, don't forget, because a lot of you are buying compost today. If you're buying compost got free delivery. It's the last day to get compost at the current price. But what I would do is just add a few extra items to your basket. Get your basket to over £40, then everything will arrive with free delivery. So do bear that in mind. So it's a great day for getting compost and adding a few nice little things into your basket as well. Right, what else we got, Bex?
We've got a couple of amaryllis bulbs for you, but not just the bulbs. It's a bit like the tomatoes and chilli set. You're getting what you need in here because you're actually getting, comes in a lovely gift box as well. So if you are giving this as a gift, that's great. But inside, we've got a new price on that.
We have.
Only £7.99.
That's amazing.
That's brilliant. So yes, let's go for the red velvet. Inside here, you're getting the pot to plant it in. You're getting, obviously, the very large bulb. And you are getting the compost in there as well. All the instructions are on the box, just around the back there. So you're just going to rehydrate rather the compost and then plant that in. They get planted very shallow, so the top third of the bulb will be at the top of the compost, and we water around the edge.
Yeah,
and within about 8 weeks. Honestly, it only takes about 8 weeks. You'll have a really tall stem and the beautiful flowers, and maybe more than one stem in actual fact.
Yeah, well, we always say when it's a large bulb, and these are like 26 to 28 centimetres, you are very likely to get more than one stem, and each stem can have 4 to 6 flowers. It goes about 60 centimetres, and they are amazing. And we were sort of thinking, if you plant this, if you give it as a Christmas gift and you plant it just straight after Christmas, it's probably gonna flower in February, end of February, or maybe even around Valentine's Day as well. So that's a large gift pack with the red velvet. The favourite this week has been the Christmas star, which is beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, yeah, absolutely, because you've got those lovely white sort of stripes through there as well. I think that just sets it a little bit apart, doesn't it? That's definitely my favourite, but maybe it is the pure red you want, but you've got the options here. You can either go for the red velvet or the Christmas star. They're both the same price, or maybe even go for both. Why not?
And I tell you what, for everything in that gift box for $7.99, that is an amazing price.
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, really good, really good. For the size of the bulb, and so the fact that you've got the pot, the compost, everything you need. And we do have the white one as well.
We do, but it's a slightly higher price, so we're
it's $9.99. Is it $9.99 the white one?
Do you know what? It's still a good price for it if you want it. I mean, it's still there. But I'd go for the others because they're lower price.
I'd go for the Christmas star. That's only my opinion. What would you go for, Bex?
I'm going Christmas star as well. Yeah. I just like that extra detail on that one.
Now, you'll be pleased to know tinsel is back this year.
I love tinsel. You saw me sniff this a minute ago.
Yeah,
it's the smell of my childhood because Christmas back in the 80s, and 90s, well 80s.
It was all about tinsel, wasn't it?
It was tinsel.
It was.
My mum and dad
It
would get
was.
that Christmas, decorations box out,
Yeah,
open the box, and the smell from tinsel, that just transports me right back.
And I will be honest, it did sort of go out of fashion. It became a bit uncool, and now it's right back. And we have got the tinsel bro. Why is he called bro?
He's a brontosaurus.
He is a brontosaurus. And he's just super cute. He's only $4.49.
That's great.
I know, as a child, I was always allowed to decorate my bedroom with Christmas decorations. I mean, not loads, but I always had my own little tree and a few bits and pieces. That'd be great in the kids' rooms, wouldn't it?
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I think he's very cute. Why not? 160456 is the item number if you want to go for that. £4.04 in your basket if you're part of our club. But also, if you're just under the £40 mark and you're paying $6.99 delivery, this is obviously less than $6.99. If this is the item that just tips you over that £40 mark, why not?
Yeah.
Add that in. It's a bit of fun.
Great, eh? Don't forget, by the way, your free gift today is the Garden Puzzle book. Full of great crosswords. Do you know, we were rubbish at this on Thursday.
We were really bad at this.
We were.
But then we discovered that the answers are in the back of the book, so...
Yeah. Right, so I tell you what, let's have a go at this.
And then find a crossword. That's a word search.
No, no. I'm just looking. There's some really good word searches. Cat breeds.
Cat breeds, wow.
Right, crossword number 47, Bex.
Yes.
Right, 1 across, 11 letters, change in appearance.
11 letters, change in appearance.
Transformation? Oh, sorry, you're supposed to be guessing this, sorry.
No, that's 13 letters.
No, so it's not right anyway. So, in the group chat, on say, YouTube, Facebook, 11 across, so 1 across, 11 letters, change in appearance.
Change in appearance.
Change in appearance. Now, Glyn sent in a question about the amaryllis.
Okay.
I've grown many amaryllis, so I'm confident I can answer this one.
Oh, should you trim the dry roots from the amaryllis bulbs?
No.
No. Are you talking about...
No.
Glyn, I'm assuming you're talking about these.
No, definitely
here.
don't trim them, no.
No, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put them in the pot.
Yeah.
With those. There you go.
There you go.
Hopefully that's the answer that you were... Hopefully that's the question you were asking and we've given you the answer. No,
So,
leave it alone.
I was 100% certain there. No.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Any more questions?
No, that's it for now.
Right, who's bought the most compost today?
Stu's not going to tell us, but
No, you
if
tell
you
us.
want to let us know, you can let us know how many bags you're going for. So this is basically, excuse me, this is the best. This is the last time that we're going to be bringing it to you. At this price, that one there. Unfortunately, we are having to put the price up on it, but we have kept it at this price for years now. So
I mean,
unfortunately, the time
at
has
least
come.
2 years. So, look, we want you to save money. Of course we do. And you're going to use compost, and you can keep it for a good few months, obviously.
Oh, totally. Yeah, absolutely.
You'll know, the 2 bags arrive in a nice cardboard box, so you can actually store them and stack them and things like that. But it is your last chance to get this price. You'll be paying £3 more next week when we're live on Thursday. Some of you are buying 2 lots, 3 lots, making the most of this last opportunity. And it is, and you'll know, I mean, Elaine just said, whatever price this was, she'd still be buying it because it is a fantastic compost, and it is the compost that we actually use here on the nursery. Anything that we grow, we pot up hundreds of thousands of bare roots every year. We use this compost for all of our pre-made hanging baskets. If anything's potted up, potted on, we use this compost. So it has to be the best, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And Stu's just said a little something in my ear.
Oh.
It's a nice little cheat for you.
What was it? I kind of got half of it.
The puzzle book is a great free gift. But if you've already placed an order this week and you've got your puzzle book coming, you could use last week's code.
Would that work,
which is YGTV4924.
And what would it give us, Stu? There's Stu. Hello, Stu. There's Stu.
You could get last week's free gift, which is the green grow bag.
Ooh, that's a good cheat, isn't it?
That's a bit cheeky, but why not?
No, because the thing is, with certain free gifts, you don't mind getting more than one, but if it's a puzzle book, yeah, chances are you're going to want one of those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So great idea. So last week's code.
5024 is this week's code, or 494 is last week's code. You can use either of those. You'll still get the price, but you'll get a different free gift. So it might be a good one to use.
Yeah.
Our regulars probably know this already,
that, yeah.
but just letting anybody know who didn't think of it.
We love it. We love to share little secrets with you.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Do spread the word today about the compost.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got friends at Garden, you know, there's quite a few that know each other, that regularly watch our live shows. So just spread the word, but it is your very last opportunity to get that prize. But you do need to use our code, and as Beck said, you can either use the 5024 or the 4925. Right, you've loved as well the Laval planters, which are down to £4.99. And they are beautiful. These are really, I think, very high-end looking. You can imagine these in one of the really expensive garden centres, couldn't you?
Definitely.
Just stylish, really stylish, and a little bit different, I think.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Yeah, I really like the design on here. I'm enjoying the colour as well. I think that grey colour works really nicely, just because it looks high-end, but also because it does make plants stand out. You know, the colour of the pot that you put a plant in is actually very important, depending on the plant and the pot. It can make such a big difference. But the design gives it that sort of contemporary feel. But I really like the size here as well, because if you are into your container gardening, as I am, I love having loads of pots in my garden because I can move them around. If something's not looking nice, I can get rid of it. But I can get a little family of pots going on. If I've got taller pots, these work nicely in front of those, and then you can have even the smaller ones. So you're really making the most of the real estate in your garden, making use of the space.
And I mean, two colours that are often used together are grey and yellow. So if you've got any, you know, of our tete-a-tete bulbs still to be planted, imagine, you know, mini daffodils, those yellow daffodils against the grey. That would look amazing.
That would look so good. I do still have daffodils to plant, so.
Do you know, I've still got a few bulbs to plant, and I'm.
It's got to be done before Christmas.
Yeah,
that's the rules.
That's what I'm thinking.
As long as it's done before Christmas.
Yeah. So yellow bulbs would look amazing there. They're only £4.99. You can obviously multi-order those, and as we always say, if you spend over £40 today, you will get free delivery as well. We're going to have a really busy show by the looks of things.
It does indeed, yeah, especially because of the compost. I think that's really going to get everybody going.
Yeah.
This does have the drainage holes in, so pre-drilled, no drilling needed. It's got the extra channels for them to run away, and of course they are UV stabilised, frost resistant, so absolutely designed to last you for many years. Nice and lightweight to move around, but if you do accidentally do this,
whoa,
they're not going to crack and break as you know, terracottas and things will do. This is Tony's garden. Those are those Laval planters, looking beautiful.
Yeah,
it's got an oleander, isn't it?
It's got Imperata,
Imperata, there we go.
Red blood grass. Stunning. Some dahlias in the background.
Oh, very nice.
And the oleander, but they look really nice.
Very nice.
Threes do work well, don't they?
They do. They work really good.
Yeah, but I've got those, Tony. I've got the same planters, and absolutely love them. Really stylish. Really stylish. Right.
Cheminanthus.
Yes, this was one of the most popular planters. Do you know it's one that I've never grown either?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Do you know, I don't know either, to be honest with you. But it's one of those ones that flowers on the bare stems, which Shaun and I are both big fans of these. There's something, it stands out, doesn't it? That's why we love it so much. It really makes the flowers stand out. But this is going to flower during wintertime for you as well, which is the perfect thing, isn't it? Just to add that extra interest into your gardens.
Why have I never grown this one?
I don't know, because it's got a lovely fragrance to it as well. This is the other thing. So between sort of January and March time, and you can sort of see the buds all starting to form on here. So between January and March, that's where you're going to get those gorgeous flowers, but they have a lovely sweet scent as well.
And let's be honest, when you buy this today, and loads of you have ordered this week, it doesn't look its best. But you imagine in the next few months, this covered in these absolutely wonderful fragrant flowers.
Yeah.
It's going to be magical. They're really quite dramatic. It's like a crimson and a cream, isn't it?
It is very dramatic. And of course, when you combine that with a sweet fragrance that you get from it, then that is just beautiful. And this is the sort of thing that you can actually cut stems of during the wintertime and bring them indoors. And the fragrance that you'll be able to introduce into your home as well as part of cut flower displays will be really, really, really beautiful.
And can get to good size.
Yeah, it can. I mean, it can get to probably 3 metres height. It can get to a couple of metres probably spread here as well. It's not overly fast growing. It's nice and steady growth rate here. So to get to that size, we are probably talking 8-10 years or so to
I'll
get
be collecting
there.
my pension.
Oh, that's scary.
Actually, it won't, because no, bad
No, you know, they'll have put it up.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. They'll have put the price. They'll have put the age up.
Yeah, so it'd be like, no, you're going to keep working till you're 80. But it is a beauty, and relatively, well, very easy to grow actually, but it will be covered in flowers, and you will get them this year, or not this year, next year, 2025.
Yeah.
You should get some. I mean,
You should definitely get some on there. It's fully winter hardy, so it's not one that you need to give any extra winter protection to at all. Obviously, you know, the weather is really mild at the moment, so, you know, I don't think anywhere is going to have any major problems of planting this out right now.
Do you know what I'm thinking, Bex? And I mean, it would only be happening here for probably its first year.
Oh, yeah.
But you could put that in one of the
could.
Lavelle planters, because if you have the crimson, the cream against that, look great.
Yeah, it
but
really good.
it would only be happening there for the first year, I'd say.
Yeah, and then you can plant it out. But it might be a case of you don't know where you're going to put it yet, so a temporary home like that will work nicely.
Right, so keep messaging us, won't you? Because we're just full of beans today, full of festive cheer, and we have got over here some lovely winter plants for you. Some are definitely festive, some are just more traditional winter plants, but this has been another really popular plant this week, and it's the Camellia Yuletide. And see, I just love the idea of your Christmas guests arriving, and you've got maybe a couple of these. Again, you could put them in the Lavelle planters just for the winter. Imagine that outside your front door.
Looks really nice, doesn't it?
Doesn't
and
it?
It is just something a little bit different for
that looks
Christmas,
amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've got the holly standards. We've got those. I mean, there's one just down in the front there. I've got the holly standards, and that's what I bring out at Christmas time. And it's either side of the front door, and it's beautiful, lovely, welcome, festive display when you walk in the front door. But this, I just think, has a slightly different festive feel to it. You've still got the reds and the greens, but what you've also got on here is the most showy, bright yellow stamens in the centres of those flowers, which is just stunning, isn't it? Love those. I think they really stand out. They really set the flower off.
Amazing.
And those maybe with some, I mean, you don't need it because I think they're quite stunning anyway, but if you were to put some twinkly lights through these plants, that would be really festive.
And do you know what? I love that. I bought some lights the other day. We got loads actually on our website, but I think it's so nice nowadays that you can buy really affordable battery-operated LED lights that are low energy, that last for ages, that don't create lots of warmth or anything like that. A lot of them got built-in timers, so it's really easy to...
So simple, isn't it?
Like in our day, if you're a similar age to me, well, and you know, Beck's a bit younger than me, but in our day, you had one set of Christmas lights, didn't you?
Yeah.
That were a nightmare, because if one bulb went, the whole lot went, didn't they? And you'd have to go around each one and untwisting it and find out which bulb had fused. But now there are so many great options, and it's not. Winter's a depressing, dark time, so to get some little twinkle lights in here, I think would look fantastic. It's a lovely plant, that one. A few things you need to. It does need an acid compost, so you do need to buy ericaceous compost for that one.
Absolutely.
If you haven't got acid, if you've got acid soil in your garden, you can plant it in that and it'd be fine. But if you haven't, then you will need to buy some ericaceous compost. They are evergreen and through winter hardy, so even when it's finished flowering, and it can keep flowering like January, February time, but you've still got that lovely glossy foliage all year round. It's lovely.
And it's something that can get really nice and big as well if you allow it to. If you plant this out, I mean, my mum's got, I don't know which camellia it is, but my mum's got a beautiful, huge, great big camellia outside in her back garden, and it is a good sort of 2.5 metres tall, but these can get to like 3 metres tall, a couple of metres spread here, so in a border that would fill a space so nicely and give you something gorgeous to look at all year round, because we shouldn't underestimate the value of having evergreen plants in our garden, particularly if you've got a lot of deciduous plants. You know, really does make a difference to have something evergreen and that flowers in winter as well.
Right, Bex, so I'm just going to send you a picture, Bex.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What are we sending pictures of now?
All the plants I bought from YouGarden.
All of them? That'll take a while to send that picture, won't it?
No, I've sent a couple of pictures of my Christmas trees, the ones that live in heavy-duty pots.
Oh, nice.
But I'm just going to send you a recent one of my hellebores.
Okay.
Because what I did this year, I planted up loads of hellebores just for inside. I did it last year as well. And I've got them on an old sort of like sledge that I got in an antique store. Well, it's a craft store, really. But they are... They're just coming out now. I've just sent you that.
Nice. Oh, we've got loads of emails that have come through.
Oh,
So we'll have a
great.
look at these. Penny, Elaine,
Morning.
Andrew, Shaun. Oh, that's you.
That's me.
Lots of emails come through, so we'll have a little look in a sec. Hellebores.
Oh.
And this is what Shaun's just sent through. I'll grab the pictures. These are incredibly festive, aren't they? These are... Again, another little indoor display that you can do, and they will be fine indoors for a little while. Absolutely, they are outdoor plants, but they will cope indoors. Nice cool room would be the perfect place for them. But these are so special because these have been bred specifically for upright flowers. Hellebores normally nod, don't they? They've got a lovely nodding quality to them. But these are nice and upright, as you can see here.
They're
pointing
big, actually,
to the
aren't
sky.
they? They're big flowers.
Big flowers, absolutely, and long-lasting. These have been bred to flower for longer. So
And actually,
right the way through to March, probably.
The amount of flowers as well, Bex. I mean, look at the buds on this one. So this one isn't quite out yet. It'll be out in a couple of days. But there are dozens and dozens of flowers still to come. And what we can't show you right now is that when the flowers age, they actually change colour. That's just going over slightly, actually. If I put those two together, can you see it's got a little bit of a green to it?
Yeah, yeah.
And you occasionally get like little hues of pink as well. So, oh yeah, you can see it really nicely there. So quite often when the flowers first come out, in fact, I'm just going to put 3 together. Mm-hmm. That one there is more pure white, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then that one's just going a bit pink, and then that's got the green and pink. They are beautiful. So we kind of describe it as almost like a shabby chic look. What I tend to do now is do like lots of lovely indoor displays using hellebores. And then, as soon as Christmas is over, I'll put them outside. But they do cope being inside for a few weeks.
They do. It's not. I mean, some plants can't cope with it, can
No.
they? But hellebores do seem to cope quite nicely with it. And the fact that it's in 3s is great because we obviously know those odd numbers are perfect for planting out. But I also think if you've got loads of people coming over for Christmas, if you're hosting Christmas this year, to have these in indoor displays, lovely little pots, on the table, Christmas table. But then they're a lovely gift to give to people when they finally leave as well, aren't they? Off you go. Here you go. Here's your present.
Yeah, I think it's a lovely little gift.
Finally leave. That's what Christmas is. Had a lovely time. Now go home, please.
Can you see them on that display, Bex?
Yeah, this is really pretty. So
I didn't know if you could see them. You can.
Well, you sort of can. Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, it's the whole display that looks really nice.
So that's
Look
what
at that.
I've been very creative this year.
I'll zoom in a little bit.
So can you see they're all hellebores in little pots with some moss around, and then I did a big basket of them. Then can you just see the flowers just coming out?
See those? They're up there, aren't they? Let those buds all
so there they
starting
are.
to open up. Have you got twinkly lights in there as well?
Yeah,
it's looking lovely. Love it. Yeah, Stu's just saying by Christmas Day those are going to be all open beautifully, aren't they?
But I was just trying to be creative this year, and I found this old sledge, and I've just filled it with plants.
Stu's just saying, about 3, 4 o'clock, we'll come round for drinks. Christmas Day. Is that all right?
We're not there, actually. Christmas, you can come Christmas Eve. Drinks Christmas Eve, because we've got the choir performing at the pub and things like that, yeah.
When's your pantomime happening?
That's Sunday the 22nd.
Oh, yes, I remember, yes.
So I am in a pantomime, a very amateur pantomime. And believe it or not, I play a guy that all the women fall in love with.
I can believe that.
Hard to imagine at home.
I can believe that, absolutely.
But I put my smouldering face on, and but I'm actually called the Pied Pipe, and it's when I play my pipes that all the women fall in love.
They start chasing after you.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's ridiculous, this panto, honestly. But anyway, right.
Penny's just sent an email saying, good morning. Last week I ordered 7 Lavelle planters, the balloon, the Santa balloon, the gonk, the Chemonanthus, the Sarcococca, the Camellia Yuletide, the Hamamelis, which is where we've got that somewhere. It's that one, isn't it?
Yes.
The hellebores, compost.
Great.
And she says, I have 2 days off next week. Hopefully order will come so I can get busy.
It should come, definitely.
That sounds like a fantastic order. Well done, Penny.
That's a
Elaine
great order.
says her delivery has just come.
What now?
Hang on. Yeah, delivery just come, and then she sent us a picture with... Oh! OK, so she's got the cordyline.
Oh!
Remember when we had that amazing cordyline deal?
I think it was like $6.99, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
She's got the ferns in there as well.
I can see all the ferns.
What are these? Oh, she's got the blue hobbit, the Eringium.
Oh.
Eringium blue hobbits.
Hey.
Very nice, Elaine. Well done.
They
Love
could.
that.
They look really nice because you've got those hydrangeas, the white hydrangeas, so they look great. Right, just, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I don't want to sound like a broken record. But we are... But everyone needs to know...
We do need to let you know. Yeah.
That our premium professional compost goes up in price after the show. In fact, it has already gone up on our website. But if you use our code today, it makes the price go down. But it will be $27.98 next week. So if you want to stock up, I mean, we want you to save money. You can obviously store this for a good few months easily. Then order it today. Masses of orders going through. Don't want to panic anybody, but it is your last opportunity to get this price on our best-selling product, our premium professional compost. And it does make everybody a better gardener instantly. And I really mean that.
It really does make such a massive difference. And as somebody who used to think it doesn't really matter, what an idiot I was. It's just compost. It really doesn't make a difference. But of course it makes a difference. I always say, if you think about what you feed yourself, we know how important it is to get our 5 a day and feed ourselves with good things. Doesn't mean you can't treat yourself every now and then, but it's really important, isn't it, to feed our bodies with amazing, vitamin-rich, etc. It's exactly the same for our plants. Of course it is.
Yeah, I was just thinking sometimes when I've been to America, I've got some friends who got a place in Orlando. And it may be better now, but a lot of the food there is fast food. And quite often I've been there for 2 weeks and I've just eaten loads of rubbish.
Yeah, of course.
And I come back looking and feeling dreadful, looking sick.
Yeah.
And it is the same with plants. If you put them in a poor compost that doesn't give them the support as the plant's trying to grow roots and shoots and flowers and fruits, then if you put it in a poor compost, it's not going to do that. This is our best-selling compost. We use it in the nursery. We grow hundreds of thousands of bare roots in that compost. And this was the pub garden that I look after. And I literally planted all that up about 6 weeks ago. I did loads, actually, on that day. And everything, without any effort, everything is doing amazingly well. And it always does.
Yeah. Because it's packed with all the goodness, it's got a lovely texture to it, it allows roots to grow, it allows them to breathe. It's a really clever formulation. Quite simple, but very clever in its quantities and how it's been put together. And of course, it is so well composted as well that it means that there's no great big lumps and chunks in there. The fact that it's called premium professional compost, it genuinely is a premium compost. It's a commercial product. It's one we use here at the nursery. Anything we pot on, anything we grow at YouGarden is done in that compost. And it's our choice of compost for us to use at home as well.
And it's for everything from seeds through to trees and everything in between. So seeds, bulbs, plug plants. Houseplants, yeah, perennials, anything on the show. The one exception today would be the camellia, which needs an acid compost, but everything else would absolutely love this compost.
Yeah,
that's the only one today, isn't it?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Right, we're going to move on to Sarcococca next, or Winter Gem. I know it's Christmas box. And again, when it comes to fragrance, it doesn't get better than this.
It really doesn't, and this is so close. Mine is so close to really bursting into
same here.
the floral, gorgeous scent. Well, it's a vanilla scent, actually. It's quite a sweet, lovely scent you get from this. So this ticks so many boxes. There are so many reasons to go for this. First of all, it's evergreen, so great. We definitely want something in our garden that looks good all year round. Second of all, it flowers in winter, and it's just about to start flowering. So between December and March, you get all of these gorgeous flowers, which is great for wildlife, of course, to bring those into the garden. Early or pollinators at this time of year, finding nectar sources is quite tricky for them, so we're giving them that. But the other one is the fact that this will grow in pretty much any location you put it in. Full sun, or even in quite deep shade.
And that is what fascinates me. I mean, I only discovered this a few years ago, and I thought, wow, a plant that looks as beautiful as that flowers, that is evergreen, but actually can cope with pretty much full shade as well. And they are slow growing as well, so if you've got a fairly small garden, or if you want something that's going to stay pretty much compact, this Sarcococca never ever, it's not a thug, it never takes over.
No.
It's lovely. And they're actually really nice planted in groups as well, planted in threes.
Who was it that bought these? He used to send us pictures and he got them... Was it Andrew? He got them down the side of a fence.
It was Andy, wasn't it? Yeah.
Wasn't it? There was loads of them, and the fragrance that's going to come off that over the years, that's going to be amazing. If you're watching, you've got an updated picture, send us one, will you?
But it is only $12.99 as well, and it already is in a 15 cents part. And as I say, I know that they are slow growing, so to get this size at that price is really, really impressive. But they are beautiful. I mean, we say it's known as winter gem, Christmas box, but I think it's like a hidden gem as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
a lot of people don't know that
one.
with shade, and it does.
And it's completely winter hardy. The Royal Horticultural Society gave it their badge of perfect for pollinators, and I think it's a really important one if you want to keep those pollinators happy during those winter months. This one is a brilliant one. I don't think there'll be any, in fact I know there won't because I'd be able to smell it, but I can see how many flowers, how many buds are on there. Yeah. And as soon as that opens up, that's going to be incredible.
And if you were doing a little display with that one, what I would suggest, I would put the Sarcococca in that pot,
the Laval.
and I would even maybe squeeze in a couple of helleballs.
Yes, that would work nicely.
It's going to be tight, but you could just get those in there, couldn't
you?
But because they like the same position, so they'll coat the shade, the Sarcococca will, but that would make a lovely winter display, wouldn't it? By the way, loads of you going for the Lavelle planters. They are only $4.99 today as well. Right, something a little bit different for you right now. It's a Mahonia that isn't spiky.
I'm excited about this. So I haven't got one, and I feel like maybe I should add one of these into my garden.
I've got this one.
Have you got this now, have you?
Yeah. And it's just so refreshing to have a Mahonia.
I know.
That doesn't take your hand off when you touch it.
It's incredible because Mahonia is known, first of all, to get really big. And they look beautiful, don't they? There's a couple of them outside our doctor's surgery, actually, and they're massive. They're beautiful, but they're so spiky as well. So they're known to get really big, but they're also known to have quite sharp spines. But this has been bred specifically to get rid of those two attributes, let's say. And that's why it was winner of Plant of the Year at Chelsea in 2013.
It was.
Because it was incredibly well bred to lose those two, I say attributes, but I think they're downsides for a lot of people, aren't they?
Yeah.
This will stay as nice and compact. It's only going to get to probably about 1 metre by 1 metre, so somewhere between 3 and 4 feet. So it's perfect for smaller gardens. Great if you want it as a container plant. A nice decent
great
pot.
there, doesn't it?
I mean, that looks beautiful.
It does.
But also, if you just don't want something that's really spiky, that you have to put, great big gauntlet gloves on.
I remember I had the traditional Mahonia in my last garden, and even when I used to be tidying up and just picking up the dead leaves, they were far sharper than holly. And they'd even get through my garden gloves and things like that. This one does flower earlier as well compared to traditional Mahonia, so it's more like autumn time rather than the middle of winter.
Yeah, so it could start towards the end of summer, so we're around from August, but into September and into October is when you'll have those beautiful flowers on there.
But I tell you what, even when it's not in flower, the foliage is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's got kind of a fern-like appearance to it, hasn't it?
It is a breeding breakthrough, and so many reasons to go for that. So if you always fancied a Mahonia, if you love the yellow flowers, but you don't want the spikes, you don't want something to get too big, and you want it to flower a little bit earlier, this variety is amazing. Really is lovely. So I've got that in my garden, and it is rather fabulous, that one. 510-949, down from $34.99 to $19.99, $17.99 for club members. Right. Are we going to go fragrant again?
Yeah, why not? Let's go with the Jasminium nudiflorum.
Why nudiflorum, Bex?
Oh, because actually it flowers on bare branches. Which is, it's crazy when that happens, isn't it? It's amazing. This one is an Award of Garden Merit winner from the Royal Horticultural Society. So it's an award winner. We know it's garden worthy. It's proven to be worth putting into our gardens. But it is a jasmine, which means you're going to get that gorgeous fragrance on here. But it's a winter jasmine. So this is going to flower between November and March time. The flowers are these lovely bright yellow colour. Then going to get followed by a kind of glossy green foliage. It's got kind of a loose, rambling kind of habit to it. So this is a perfect one to put into a border to fill spaces. It does maybe want a little bit of support because obviously it is a jasmine, so it's going to need a little bit of support. And it's going to get to about 2.5 metres height and spread here.
So just drop the iPad. It's fine.
It's not in a case either, so it could easily crack and break. Stu was just saying in my ear, give it support. Like, come on, Jasmine, you'll be all right. Not that kind of support. You're a very pretty Jasmine.
But
we're all a bit giddy today.
We are. We're feeling festive. But to get all three of those, amazing. And
yeah, really good to get three.
And I think we've all got the areas in our garden that do look a bit ugly, you know, fences, walls. When you've got jasmine just clambering up that, it's going to look amazing, isn't it?
It's going to look so good, yeah. I just wanted to take that out so you can see
Whoa,
how
yes.
good that is. Because I know it's tricky. They look a bit twiggy at the moment, I understand. But you guys, you know, don't you? You're all gardeners. You understand that now is a great time to get hold of some real good bargains and the fact that you can still plant these out right now. And it's the perfect time to get perennials planted.
Right, we've got loads you're watching today. It is one of our Christmas specials. Hence, we're both dressed up all festive. We had a good chat this morning. Bex was like, oh, the alarm went off late.
Honestly, so I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I was like, oh, my alarm goes off at 6:45. So I'm laying there at 5 o'clock thinking, just go back to sleep, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. I'm laying there for ages, go back to sleep. Honestly, I think I laid there for an hour. And of course I fell asleep in the end. But then my alarm didn't go off. So I actually got out of bed half an hour later than I normally do. So I was in a panic this morning.
So I got up and I was really good not waking the other half Jay up. So I got out of bed really quietly, went downstairs, was really pleased with myself. And was having a cup of coffee. And then I was fussing the cat and left the door open in the kitchen. And then about 10 minutes later, Jay comes downstairs, foul mood. Why have you let the cat upstairs? So the cat had gone upstairs and then jumped on the bed and got like, poo, like that morning. So anyway, yeah. But for those of you who have just joined us, we've got a lovely show, loads of great Christmas gift ideas. A very important announcement though, we have kept the price of our compost the same for at least a couple of years. The price is going to go up. In fact, it has gone up on our website, but all of our lovely viewers today, you can still get it at its old price, but it's your last chance to do it today. Next Thursday, the price will be $27.98. So get it today. You know, chances are you're not going to do loads of gardening in the next few weeks. You might do a little bit. But January, February, you're going to be starting to sow seeds, grow unplugged plants. You're going to be putting some perennials in the ground. You're going to maybe be, I don't know, repotting houseplants and things like that. But you can stockpile this and keep it for a good few months. But if you want to save £3 per, say, 100 litres, you do need to order today. And let us know, are you buying the compost? How many have you bought? What do you think about our compost? It's a great opportunity just to chat with us on YouTube and on Facebook. Or you can message us, of course, ygtv@yougarden.com. But it is our best-selling product here at YouGarden. We have sold millions and millions of litres of this. And the formulation is superb. Now, and for those of you that are new, we will break this down and go into the formulation. I tell you what we haven't mentioned, Bex.
What?
We've forgotten about our Santa and his balloon.
Oh, I love Santa and his balloon.
Because it's actually been a top seller this week, and the price came down now to, is it
$14.99.
Is it $14.99? That's amazing. And here he is. Now, he's actually really well made. I love the actual balloon part of this, because it's like a lovely kind of like velvety feel, classic Christmas colours, red and, of course, the green there. We've got this hanging, but you can actually have this standing as well, because that is a solid structure. I say solid. It's like, we say it's like an umbrella, so it folds down.
That's
and
what I
goes
was just
back
looking
up.
at. So, you remember those light shades? That are paper around the outside, and then you just open it. It's like that inside there, but it's like an umbrella clasp attachment. So you just push it up, it opens it up, and that's what holds it open like that.
I don't know how good. No, we're not able to get that away.
In there.
If I just bring it down, here we go. Can you hang on?
Yeah, you can't get right in there. Unfortunately.
There you are. Just. Can you see like the ribs there?
Yeah.
I used to have ribs like that, Bex. Oh, there you go. Can you see the white?
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
So that's what sort of holds it open, and it just kind of pushes up and then comes back down again, and it will all fit, honestly, because you know what it's like when you put decorations away after Christmas? Yeah, it's really frustrating, isn't it? Because it never fits back in, but it will easily go back into the box that we've got there. Yeah, he's lovely, and I bought him.
It's great.
I'm so happy.
And I always think it's always nice to buy something new for Christmas every year, isn't it? Rather than bring out the same old Christmas decorations. He is going to be a favourite. He really is. And you've got Santa. He's got his. He has got his present there. You could actually, if you wanted to put your own gifts in there, you actually could.
You could indeed, yeah. Love that.
I'd love the idea of putting some personalised gifts there. You've got a little tree at the back there. It's so gorgeous. And I mean, really well made. For that price, $14.99, amazing value.
I'm going to add some twinkly lights to mine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get, you know, the little battery pack, and I'm going to add some twinkly lights in here. I don't know where I'm going to hang him.
But you don't have to hang him, do you?
No, he can stand up, but I quite like him being hung. So I'm going to hang him somewhere.
Do you know, we are really busy today. We've got some great prices. And so lots of you obviously ordering the compost as well. Don't forget, if you get your whole order, because you've got £6.99 postage on him, but if you get your whole order to over £40, so definitely get compost today, get a few of the bits and pieces, get your order to only over £40, and then everything will be delivered free. And your free gift today is
our puzzle book.
The puzzle book. But if you already got this, maybe you ordered on Thursday, then if you use the old code from last week, which is YGTV 4924, then you will get the free gift of the heavy-duty bag, the grow bag, I should say.
Yeah, that's
Did anyone get our... so that if you use the last week's code, YGTV 4924, you'd get that as a free gift. Did anyone get our...
Nobody
crossword?
said anything yet. It was change of appearance, and it was 11
letters.
Nobody said anything yet.
Change of
No,
appearance.
look at the answers. Oh, and yes, for anybody that entered, for anybody that entered the prize draw to win our pair of Holly standards, by the way, we will be announcing the winner at 12 o'clock today. So, yeah, if you want to know who won, just stay tuned so that we can tell you. Are you thinking? Have you looked at the answer?
Well, no, I haven't. What did I say before? Transformation, didn't I?
Change of appearance, and you said transformation.
And that was too many letters.
13 letters, wasn't it? But it's 11 letters.
Change in appearance.
Yeah, nobody said anything yet.
Well, it's not me just me that's rubbish then.
My mum's really good at crosswords. I'm not good.
Oh, I'll be here all day. Right. Let's remind you what we've seen so far. Now, lots of you ordering the Sarcococca. Absolutely beautiful plant. So don't forget, this is fully winter hardy. It is evergreen. It produces the most fragrant, gorgeous flowers. December, January, February time. Slow growing. And the great news is this will tolerate sun, but pretty much full shade as well. So if you've got a difficult shady area, absolutely superb. And I think in a pot, a lot of you going for the Lavelle planter today as well, in a pot with some hellebores, for example, that would look so festive and really nice and wintry. Now we've also got poinsettias. These will be dispatched from tomorrow onwards, and you can only buy one for $9.99, but actually you're not going to do that because we are doing an amazing offer on YGTV today where you can get 3 for just £11.97, 800 374. We've also just dropped the price on our Spear and Jackson secateurs and snips. Now these are really well made. So obviously you've got the name of Spear and Jackson, who first, it's 1760 when they first launched, actually. So I'm trying to work out how many years that is. 1760, that's 265 years nearly in business, producing premium garden tools. And these are no exception. So you've got the carbon steel blades, which are super sharp. You've got a 10-year guarantee. Soft grip handles. So if you've got dexterity problems, you've got a really nice comfort grip. And they're brightly coloured, so far less likely to lose these in the garden. They are amazing. And by the way, if you're thinking, why do you get secateurs and snips? The secateurs are bypass secateurs as well. The snips are great for slightly more detailed work. So, you know, if you've got maybe buxus and you're doing a little bit of topiary, or if you buy flowers or you're cutting roses and things like that to bring indoors. But they are brilliant for more intricate work and great for propagating houseplants and taking cuttings and things like that. 160 492. Now, lots of you fall in love with our Santas hot air balloon, and a wonderful hanging or standing ornament, and down in price to just $14.99 today. So you get an extra £5 off the previous price. And beautifully made. You've got like velvety material on the balloon. You've got a basket full of Santa, a little present, a little Christmas tree there as well. And that is down by an extra £10 today. YGTV 5024 is of course the code that you need to use today to get all of these discounts. Now Bex and I both ordered this, and it's a beautiful light vine, a little bit different this one. So it's got a lovely kind of golden and warm hue to it. The actual vine has got metal in it, and that allows you to really change the shape of this. It's very malleable, so you can twist and turn it and bend it. You can have it growing up walls, you can have it clambering around plant pots, you could have it above a bed, you could have it as a table centerpiece, but it really is beautiful. It's got a lovely kind of organic feel to that one. 161347. And then if you want a Christmas gnome, basically, we have got the gong. These originate from Norway, from Scandinavia, and they are designed to bring you good luck at Christmas time. And he's the classic gong where you've got the big hat just covering his eyes, you've got the big bulbous nose, the big grey beard there, and he is well fed, you'd be pleased to know. And that is 160476 at £7.99. Now, beautiful camellia. This one is known as a Yuletide, and what makes this really special, first of all, it flowers at Christmas time, so it flowers a lot earlier than many other varieties of camellia. And then the flowers are these glorious reds with stunning, quite dramatic yellow stamens in the centre. So it's a lovely camellia. I mean, again, you could do a fabulous Christmas display outside your front door with that one. 510818. It is evergreen, so you've got that lovely glossy foliage all year round. Nice and easy to grow. The only thing you have to remember with camellias, they are acid-loving plants. So that means you do need to get an ericaceous compost if you don't have an acid soil in your garden. They are available on our website. Now, we've also got some great price reductions on a few of our Amaryllis kits. So an Amaryllis is an indoor bulb. It flowers normally about 8 weeks after planting. In the actual gift box, you've got your compost, which just needs rehydrating. So you just add a bit of warm water to that and mix it up and leave it for half an hour or so. You get the pot to plant in it, and you get a ginormous extra large bulb, normally about 26 to 28 centimetres. So when this flowers, and so if you plant it Christmas time, it will flower probably the end of February. You get these lovely tall stems, 60 centimetres or so. And each stem can produce 4 to 6 flowers. And with it being a large bulb, you may well get more than one stem. You might easily get a couple of stems. And they are absolutely beautiful. You often see Amaryllis in top florists. They use them as a cut flower, and they are magnificent. I mean, they're really, a queen of flowers. They are huge and they are beautiful, very opulent looking. So we've got the red one, red velvet, that's 160889. But my favourite and Bex's favourite, the Christmas star, the bicolour. We've got this lovely white star in the centre. It just makes it, I think, look that extra bit special. You can get Amaryllis to flower again. Just a quick tip, all you need to do, once they've flowered, cut the dead stems off, let all the foliage grow, because the foliage starts to grow just after these have flowered. Keep watering, keep feeding, do that all the way through summer. You can even put it outside during summer. And then in autumn time, stop watering, stop feeding, let all the foliage die down to nothing. And then as we head towards Christmas, start watering and feeding again. And you can say you can get this to flower for many, many years. They've also got a lovely little gift set for the kids, a little stocking filler. And this one has got tomatoes and chilies. Only one of them is chilies, so there's 3 types of tomato, a yellow blush, a red blush, a cherry tomato. There's a sweet pepper, and there's only one chili in there, so don't worry if you think all the kids don't like chilies. Only one of those is actually chilies. And the seeds have been embedded in biodegradable paper. So what that means is there's no fiddling around trying to plant the seeds, and all you need to do, you rehydrate the compost discs. You fill the little pots with compost, just leave a little bit to one side. Put your seed little disc on there, just cover it with the remaining compost, give it a good water. If you've even got a little spout to water it, that just goes on a regular water bottle. And once those have germinated, you will of course have to pot them on, but all the hard work has been done now. You even get the little labels. So I think it's a great one to get the kids, the grandkids, nieces and nephews into gardening. And that is only £5 and 39 for club members. Now we would love today, because it is one of our, obviously it's one of our Christmas shows today, we would love you to be part of the group chat today. Olwyn's back. Good morning, Olwyn.
Good morning, Olwyn. Are you okay, my love?
Do you like my new Christmas jumper, Olwyn?
Do you like my... Oh, I forgot.
Shall I get you my hat back? I don't think it'll go there.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Going to clash, isn't it?
I will do Christmas next week.
Yes.
I will do Christmas on Thursday. So come and join us for that.
I only have the one Christmas jumper back, so I will have to wear.
It's fine. I'm going to go full Christmas. You wait and see.
Yeah.
I'm going to make up for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make up for the fact I forgot about Christmas today. You wait.
Oh. Because we are live on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll be here on Thursday.
You've got like a little elf costume or something, or I'm making it up.
I've got a Mrs. Claus costume.
That was it. Yes. Yes.
I'm going to go full Christmas.
It's a little sexy Christmas number that Bex has got, isn't it? Yeah.
It's Mrs. Claus.
Yeah. I remember that outfit.
I'm going to dig it out.
Yeah, tune in Thursday. I'll be wearing the same jumper, but I will have washed it, I promise you.
There you go, good.
Yeah. I might wear some reindeer ears as well, something like that. Right, got loads of pots for you. So we showed you the Lavelle, loads you're ordering those. Don't forget, it's our last opportunity to get the compost before the price goes up. But we've got lots of amazing deals on our pots. So you have got the Terranottas.
The Tuscanies is what these ones are called. The Tuscany? They are,
Yeah.
aren't they? Tuscan planters, and this is the triple pack, so you can get 3 of these, and these are the 10-inch diameter. Absolutely love the patterns on here. I really like the swags and tails. I'm not sure what it is. I love that. And then you've got that very geometric design on there. It's kind of a brushed, aged look, terracotta look planter. You've got the drainage holes on there. You've got the channels for that extra water to run away from. A little lip to be able to put your, fingers underneath to be able to pick them up and carry them around easily. Of course, though, they are made of that UV stabilised, frost-resistant plastic, which means that I can be quite rough with them, and they're not going to crack and break like they would if they were real terracotta. That's why we call them the Terranotta. It is a triple pack. You'll get all 3 of those for £11.98 or £10.78 if you are in our club.
And we have got, just to give you an idea, we've got real terracotta in our potting shed. I just don't think you notice the difference.
No, I know.
No. I actually prefer the look of those, don't you?
I do as well. I just, there's something quite lovely about them.
And they're just so much better. I mean, I'm not being funny. That is going to be, as my mum said, it's no use, no ornament. Yeah.
No use, no ornament.
But, I mean, that hasn't even got any drainage holes in.
No.
No.
Absolutely.
You won't be able to grow a lot in that.
Yeah, really like those ones. So that one's been a really popular one for us this week. But we've got loads of others here as well, haven't we?
What should we do next?
Should we go these... Are we getting good feedback on Shaun's Christmas jumper? Was that?
Good.
I said that to you, didn't I? I was like, it's a nice Christmas jumper.
Well, you see, the thing is, from our fashion days, Bex, it's got the Empire line.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, slims the waist out.
Well, it's like, yes. See, if that line was there...
Yeah, it'd make you look wider.
Yeah, but there, chest, you see.
Exactly.
Yeah. Any fashion advice, just come through. No, I like it. It's festive, isn't it?
It's very festive.
Yeah. It's quite cosy as well. So thank you for the lovely comments.
Right,
Bex has had some great feedback on a pink fleece as well.
Shut up.
We have.
You wait till Thursday.
Oh, I love Bex's pink fleece, so festive.
So we've also...
I'll put that next to the chat for you.
We've also got our acorn planters, and these do look like a kind of, like a metal planter, don't they? But I love the design on here, because you've got those acorn and the leaves, and then those hammered little spots going around the edge there. And it is a pack of 4 of them, so you will get all 4 of those, and they're... Is that right? £9.99. That's a great price.
What, for 4?
For 4. So they're £2.50 each, or £8.99, which is £1.75 each.
You need me back, don't you?
I think it's £1.75.
Well, £8.99.
Anyway, they're much less if you're in the club.
£2.50 minus...
25.
£2.25. Yeah.
I went too far, didn't I?
Yeah.
But it's 130361 if you want to get those, and they are a perfect size as well for, again, easily changing over those displays in your garden. If you want to do, seasonal displays, if you want to do your spring bedding, summer bedding, autumn, winter, and you want to change it over on a regular basis, I think that this size pot is a really good one to go for, because obviously you can change it over without spending loads and loads of money. So that's 130361 if you want to go for the pack of 4 acorn planters. Great price on that one. Then we've got, I've forgotten the name of this one, it's called Parker.
That was it.
So the lovely kind of taupe colour you've got in here, that design is beautiful. It's embossed, so it's got a bit of texture going on there as well. It's got reinforcement around the rims here, so that when, it is filled with compost and plants and you pick it up, it's going to help it to stop from cracking and breaking. Drainage holes are plenty. Plastic. So UV stabilised, frost resistant, very lightweight, easy to move around your garden, and a beautiful design on that one.
I really like that. It looks very expensive, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And it's only £6.49.
And that taupe colour, it's a natural colour. Again, it lends itself to all different types of gardens, but they are built to last, and that's a great thing. You spend £6.49 now, and there's no reason why you can't have that in 10 years' time. It's very difficult to break these. I mean, let's be honest, but we have never actually properly broken any of these, have we?
Genuinely, no.
We haven't.
Haven't.
I mean, sometimes we turn the studio around quite quickly. Sometimes we are a bit clumsy, but it is pretty hard to break those. So that's the Parker 120381. Right, Stu, what else do you want to show?
Good morning to Louise, who's watching with her mother Sandy at the moment. So good morning to you.
Stu,
Thank you very much for joining in with the chat. It's nice to have your company. I don't know if you've been watching for a while or whether you're new and you've just started, but it's lovely to have your company. Thank you very much. Can you hear him again now?
Yes, sorry. So we have these little wires that go in here, you see, so we can hear Stu, and I'd lost him, yeah.
Can you unplug him occasionally?
Yeah. There he is.
All right, 2 more pots to talk to you
Oh,
about.
I like this one.
So this one is the wicker planter. We've called it black and silver. It's not silver. It should be black and white.
Yeah, it's black and white. My mum's
white.
got this one.
I've got something in this, and I can't remember what it is.
We'll give you the details because we have got an amazing price on these. Again, same features, UV resistant, lots of great drainage, but they are down today to £3.99.
£3.99 each, which is brilliant. 12-inch diameter, so it could be something you change over on a seasonal basis, or could be a permanent home for something, because it has got that really good size. I do think the daffs would work nice in here.
Oh yeah,
really do. Bunch of little, tete-a-tetes or something or other in there would look. They'd work so well with the black and the white.
Just looking at that price. Now, I want to talk about the postage because you might be thinking, hang on, but you got £6.99 postage. Don't forget, if you get your order to over £40 today, loads you're buying compost because the price goes up next week. So if you're buying the compost, add some items like pots to your basket, some of the great plants we've got, get your order to over £40 and you will get free delivery as well. They're all lovely. I think the great thing, with our pots is whatever type of garden you've got, we've got pots that are going to really, really complement it. Whether you've got a big garden, a contemporary garden, country cottage garden, just a little small balcony, we have certainly got pots to suit you as well. Right.
Witch hazel.
There you go.
There we go.
Right, I know what you're thinking. It's a twig. But it isn't. Because give this, a month, 2 months, you can actually see all of the buds coming on this one.
Yeah, you can really see them coming up the side.
There's loads, isn't there?
And the flowers that are going to come from this are absolutely amazing.
Look.
Yeah, look, up the edge of there, look. You see the buds going all the way along. Now that is going to create these beautiful flowers that you can see on there. They are wonderfully scented. They flower for you in winter, December, January, February time. They can get nice and big as well. These can get to 3-4 metres height and spread here. The fragrance is a mix of kind of a spice and a citrus. Relatively slow growing shrub as well, so not one that's going to take over your borders, but can get nice and big if you allow it to.
And again, all of the flowers, they appear before the leaves, so it gives it the most striking appearance.
Yeah, I love that. And the flowers are really weird as well, aren't they?
They are.
Weird
the only witch hazel I've got is a Leupotalan, which is very different, but it does have like the ribbon-like flowers. But they are outstanding. As Beck said, eventually it will grow quite big, up to about 4 metres?
About 4 metres, yeah, it can get to that.
Lovely foliage, it changes colour in autumn as well, but all the foliage then drops. leaving the branches, and then you get all of those flowers in late winter and early spring.
And it's quite low maintenance because there's no real special pruning required on this. You know, if you want to just contain the size, you'll prune it back, but really it's just about removing any sort of crossing or diseased little branches and stuff, so no special pruning at all. And the top tip with this is it's a bit like clematis in that it wants a nice sunny spot, but it likes to have a shaded root. So, you know, easy to do. You can put other pots around it or plant it in a border where the roots are shaded.
Yeah, just plant, you know, lower, smaller perennials around it. Right, big announcement today. It is, I'm afraid, the last chance to get our compost at this current price. In fact, the price has already gone up. So if you go to the YouGarden website, it's now $27.98. Now, we did keep the price of this has been the same for years, and we've really tried not to change it, but eventually I'm afraid we have had to. So the price has gone up. However, you have got a last opportunity to buy it today for $25.98. So, Stu, if we put this in our basket without the code, it would come up at $27.98. Yeah. So because that is the price. But for this final show today, if you use our offer code, you will get it at $24.98. And actually, if you use last week's code, which is YGTV 4924, it's still valid. So if you want last week's code, it's 4924. And the reason why some of you are using last week's code is because this week's code gives you the puzzle book. Now, in honesty, you probably only want one puzzle book, don't you? But you might well want another of our grow bags.
Yeah, multiples of your grow bag, definitely, because these have so many uses as a garden tidy, you know, little general trug, or a permanent home for plants, a temporary home for plants, a shopping, but so many uses for these. So yes, you might want multiples of these, and that code from last week will still work.
So this might make you laugh, but I did go shopping in a really posh supermarket.
And you took your garden bag?
I did take my garden bag.
Yeah, why not?
I didn't care. So a lot of ladies have got really fancy shopping bags. So I didn't care because the reason I took that is because I was
stocking up on your week's worth of wine, right? Joking.
Well, to be fair, we did get some booze for Christmas because it was on offer. That's why I went to the supermarket.
I did the supermarket. I didn't take that bag with me, and I should have done. But I did do that particular shop where you can buy 6 bottles and you get 25% off.
Yes.
They had that offer on this week.
Yeah.
So I went and did that.
But they are brilliant shopping bags. I don't care what. I mean, it's not that they look bag, but the point is they're really strong. So things like, you know, spirits, wine that are heavy, any liquids, but also cat litter, cat food tins.
Yeah.
Great for recycling. But also, you can grow pretty much everything and anything in them. They are actually a grow bag. So that's your free gift if you use last week's code, which is YGTV 4924. This week's code gives that.
If you use this week's code, YGTV 5024, you'll get the puzzle book in there. The important thing is get hold of your compost while we can still get it at this price, because this is the last time that you will be able to do that. At shows in the future, we will be saying it's £27.98. Unfortunately, the time has come for it to go up. We've kept it static for ages now.
We really have, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Keep chatting with us, by the way. Have any more comments coming back?
Probably. I'll grab it. Hold on, and I'll come around and join you. Owen's had a disaster.
What's Owen done?
Oh no, hang on, let me find the chat.
By the way, you've gone crazy for our poinsettias today. So these are being dispatched from tomorrow. So although it says pre-order, they actually go out from tomorrow onwards. 1 for $9.99, or if you go for 3 in this stunning quality, you'll get a price of only $11.97. Club members, it works out £3.60 a poinsettia, and they are premium quality, beautiful bracts, and that's all the red leaves. You've got obviously all of the little yellow flowers in the centre. And with the poinsettia, and these actually, you might know, but poinsettias actually come from Mexico. They grow as trees there. They look absolutely amazing in their native countries, but they have been for many, many decades. They have been a plant that really symbolises Christmas. And I think that it's like red and green, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. Just quintessentially Christmas. So yeah, it's all about adding that festive feel. You know, we want to have a nice time, don't we, at this time of year? So get hold of these ones. Did you say that one is $9.99?
I did.
Yeah, only £2 to get 3.
Yeah.
So why not go for the 3-pack? Sorry, I was reading about Olwyn. Bless her.
What's she done?
She says, I can't order anything from anywhere. Waiting for a new bank card. Some cheeky person has taken money out of my bank, so now waiting for a new one. She does go on to say, fortunately, the bank noticed about the unusual spending and refunded, but have obviously cancelled the card.
Sorry, Olwyn.
So yeah, that's awful. Cheeky, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's really bad being able to wait for a card, isn't it?
Why do people do these things?
I know, it's
Hopefully
awful.
that comes through for you very quick. She's like, I hope so. I need to do my Christmas food shopping. Hopefully that comes through for you very soon. So very sorry about that, Olwyn. But everyone's being really nice. You're all a lovely bunch, you know that.
They are, aren't they?
Genuinely, you are all such a lovely bunch.
And it's lovely for myself and Bex and Stu to know that there's a real garden community out there and you're all giving each other help and advice, sharing stories. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Absolutely. Well, Neil was saying his took 4 days to come. No, someone else said that. Elaine, I know I waited 4 days for mine, and Neil says mine took 4 days to come. So fingers crossed. Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Olwyn. Hopefully that card will be with you.
There you can buy some nice plants.
Yeah.
So if you want the poinsettias, they are, and you might have never bought houseplants from us before. They still arrive in great recycled packaging, really well packaged. You know, some of my plants arrived from YouGarden the other day, and they even sometimes put things like stakes in them. Not that this needs a stake, but they put it in there just to stop them moving around, to give them more support. Yeah. Airbags are sometimes used, but they will arrive in fabulous condition and being dispatched from tomorrow onwards. But a great price. My local supermarket, they're charging £10 a poinsettia, and I would say very similar size to these.
Yes.
And actually, that is our price, but you can get 3 today for £11.97. 800 374. Right, I hope a lot of you, anyone that's got children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, I hope you go for our little seed kit today, because I think it's cute, this one. And I think as a child, when it's your first experience of something, you want to, if it's successful, then you'll repeat that again. But you know, it's like I remember. Well, for example, when my school, you had to audition for the school choir, and I failed. Oh. And it put me off singing.
Oh, why is that?
And I don't. No,
I've heard you sing, Shaun.
I'm not. But I'm not. No, but I'm not that bad.
No, not
I'm actually not that bad. I mean, I'm not great.
But then it just puts you off completely.
Exactly.
Doesn't it?
That one experience as a child, I was like, oh well, I can't sing. So with gardening, if you get the kids involved and their first experience is a good one, the likelihood is that they might then grow some other things.
And this is why this is a great one for them to start them off with, because this comes with everything that you need. Some really cool little things here. So you're getting, first of all, the 5 little pots. They're different colours, so you can colour code them. You've got the little tags that you can write on to say which ones are there. But what's really cool here is that you've got the biodegradable little seed holders, seed discs. So inside there, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, look. Can you see the little seeds inside? Yeah, look, you can see them just at those little bits there. They're impregnated into there. So what you're going to do is take your compost, rehydrate that, put a little bit of that into one of the pots there, and then all you have to do is drop your seed disc inside, cover it with compost. It doesn't need to be too deeply planted at all. They're all labelled as well, by the way, so you can see which ones you're planting. And you're good to go. And the thing with seeds is you do actually see some results fairly quickly. You do start seeing those little shoots coming out quite quickly, which is important when you're dealing with kids, isn't it? Because they're quite impatient. They need to see results.
So all the first part of the journey of these tomatoes and peppers and chilies, that's a hard bit.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting those seeds to germinate.
And actually, I think with seeds as well, like little hands touching seeds. I know sometimes when I've got small seeds like tomatoes and peppers, it is sometimes fiddly. They stick to your hands and things like that. So those biodegradable papers, that difficult bit, it's been made easy, hasn't
Absolutely,
it? And this is cute. I like this idea as well.
So this just comes, it's a little screw cap that you've got here, which will fit onto a regular sort of drinking bottle, but then it turns it into a nice little watering can. So, they can then just make their own little watering can out of a drinks bottle and then go and water their plants with it. I mean, we're talking about kids a lot, basically, here, but this isn't just for kids at all. At $5.99, this is a fantastic kit for anybody to use. And Stu's just making a good point. It's very difficult to then flood it using that, isn't it? It's really easy. It would be easy to flood with just using a spout, whereas with that, you're getting that nice sort of even watering thing.
And really clear instructions, as we mentioned. Yeah. So it's a lovely little kit. I like that one a lot. Really do. And 3 different types of tomato. So 2 big tomatoes, the yellow and the red blush. You've got a cherry, you've got sweet pepper, and only one of those is a chilli. So if you think, all the kids don't like chilies, only one's a chilli.
Yeah. And, by
great.
the way, if you are hovering just under the £40 mark and you're paying $6.99 delivery, that's $5.99. So put that in your basket. Don't pay the $6.99. Have that. Give it as a gift to somebody or grow them yourself.
Let us know if you're getting that one. I think it's lovely. And say, I'm just really grateful for my mum encouraging me to garden. I'm a nan from about the age of 3 or 4, and it's turned into a lifelong hobby.
Yeah.
Right, the vine, we've both ordered this.
Oh, I love this so much.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Do you know, it's the gold. There's this lovely gold colour
and it's soft, isn't it?
It's a very soft gold, yeah. It's not brash.
No.
And it's the warm light that you've got here. I'm a fan of the warm white rather than the cold white lights. You've got the different settings on here as well, which Shaun is just running through. So you can have the slow glow, steady on. You've got all of the different settings on there.
I like the twinkly one.
It does say on the box for indoor or outdoor use. Suitable for indoor and outdoor. We've advertised as indoor. We'll give you the details on it because this has come down in price a little bit for you. Now it does say that the total length on here is 7.3 metres. And the lead wire is 5 metres long, so that means that you can obviously run the lead to your mains.
And I like the fact that the actual vine, there's a wire in all of this, so you could get really creative. You can have it growing up things, wrapped around things. I'm going to put mine. I've got lots of house plants, and I'm going to have it sort of clambing around the pots of the house plants.
That.
Yeah,
that's
it could look nice, couldn't it?
Yeah, because it's as Shaun said, it's malleable, so you can bend this in the directions you want it to go in. So it can just go through whatever you want it to go through.
Do you know what? If you've got maybe a large house plant, you could even have it climbing up the house plant, couldn't you? As like a vine.
Well, Stu's just saying, because I'm growing the house plant, the Epipremnum Marble Queen, and I've also got the Epipremnum, the Aureum, so I'm sort of growing those.
Oh,
yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on the wall, and I'm going to get them to sort of grow into each other. But I'm also going to put this on,
that'd be nice.
I think the same, well, I don't know, because I'm talking about maybe in the bedroom, I quite like that. Maybe I need 2. But then you could put it and it could be growing in and amongst, couldn't it? And this is the great thing with these, because they're LEDs, they don't warm up, so they're not going to singe your plants or anything, or be a nightmare for your plants, but it could just be a beautiful display with the plants.
It's so, and what would be nice, I know lots of you have ordered this, so hopefully you'll get it by the time our next show is live on Thursday. Orders are going up really quite quickly at the moment. If you are able to send us some pictures on Thursday or next week on the Sunday show, it'd be great to see what you've done with your vine.
I'll do it. Once mine arrives, I'll get it up, I'll take a picture, and you can see it.
I think it's gorgeous. And I'd say just a little bit different and not necessarily just for Christmas. 161347. Hey, forgot to mention, by the way, I know some of you have noticed our wreaths and garlands. These have also had price drops.
Amazing.
And they're now £15. The wreath is £49, and these are, because I did see some in the supermarket, and honestly, compared to our Becks, they were so...
They're quite sparse.
Sparse, yes.
Yeah, they're quite sparse. These are, so they're living wreaths, they're fresh wreaths, so these are real bits of foliage, but very densely packed in here. And then, of course, you've got the decorations with the pine cones and the berries, and, of course, that beautiful red bow on there as well. They add a fragrance. You've obviously got that fragrance of the fresh foliage in the house, which is beautiful, isn't it? That feels very festive. But you can match it with the other one as well.
The garland.
We've got the garland. So you've got the wreath for the door, and you've got the garland, which could be across your mantelpiece. It could be down the middle of your table. You've got options of where you could even. I mean, I do one up my banister. So I just get some cable ties and tie it into the spindles on the banister. That would work. I mean, add some twinkly lights into it if you want to.
I'll be honest. I think the garland is even better value, don't you?
I know, right?
There's a lot to that.
Because there's a lot more. There's a lot more of it, isn't there?
And the foliage is from the Nordman fir, by the way, so it's not going to drop lots of pine needles. It's lusher, it's really plush. All of the accessories, like the pine cones, the berries and the ribbon, once Christmas is over, you can actually remove those and use them for decorations next year.
I did that last year, removed them, and I've actually added them to other things for decorations this year. And
they're all hand-finished locally for us as well, so there's a lot of love that goes into those. But I think having real garlands it just makes Christmas even more special because you've got that fragrance, you've got all of that natural foliage. And I've done a lot of natural foliage in my home this year. Oh, by the way, the doormat, underneath is also available. And it's been reduced to $7.99 today. And it's a proper functioning doormat, we should say. It's made from coir, really, really good at getting rid of mud from your boots and your shoes. And in terms of cleaning it, you literally just give it a brush. So if you get lots of mud in that, just give it a brush and it'll be as good as new. But I always think it's nice to have a festive doormat, isn't it?
It is. It's all about just a welcoming home, you know, entranceway when you come home. It might be for you, it might be for your guests, but it does just make you feel all Christmassy, and that's the important thing.
Right, very important. Compost. Our best-selling compost that we've sold millions of litres of for many years. It's compost we use on the nursery. We, unfortunately, have had to put the price up, but if you buy it today, you still get the old price. But it's the last YouGarden Live featuring this price. It's actually already gone up in price. If you're on our website, you'll see it at $27.98. In fact, if you don't use the offer code, you will pay $27.98. But for a final time, you can stock up today and get it at its old price. Who's bought the most today? I know we can't name names, but people have been buying 2s, 3s.
One person has done 3 orders. But they've
that's clever.
And I like this. Okay, so they've done one on this week's code, which means that they're getting the puzzle book as their free gift, and they've done 2 other orders using last week's code, which means that they're getting the free gift from the previous week's, which is the heavy-duty bags that we've got here. They've paid no postage because obviously it's postage included on this particular item, so no postage to pay. And this is a great way of getting hold of multiples of your free gift, basically. So yeah, if you want to do the same thing, do multiple orders of the compost while you can still get it at this price. Do one on this week's code, which is YGTV5024, and then put through as many of the other orders using last week's code YGTV4924, and then each time you do it, you'll get one of these as a free gift.
And these bags, I mean, we've got all sorts stored in ours.
Yeah, there's pots and Hessian sacks and all sorts.
I mean, they are pretty much impossible to break. They've been so well stitched, like commercial stitching on these. So they make a great.
I'm trying to pull him over. That's what I'm trying to do.
Come on. But look at my knuckles now. I mean, I was giving that a really good tug. But that just means they're super, super strong. So they'll take really good weights. They are great for shopping when you're buying lots of heavy bottles or cat food or cans, things like that. They're great for recycling. They're great for storing. But most importantly, they are a grow bag, and you can grow mini orchards in here, potatoes, raspberry canes. So that is your free gift if you use last week's code, which is still valid, which is $49.24. So YGTV $49.24. But get your compost today. Masses of orders coming through for it. It is the final chance to get this price, and it's sad that we've had to put the price up, but it was that price for at least 2 years.
Yeah, a long time. We kept it there. So yeah, now's the time. Get stocking up. You're going to use that next year once you start planting again in January and things, won't you? So
now, Bex, you've got better eyes than me. Where have I left my drink?
I don't know where you left your drink.
I don't know.
No, I could have sworn. Stu's telling me off now because I've put one away that
What
I
have you
should have
put away?
kept up. I put away the sarcococker.
And the Christmas rose.
And no,
Well,
not that one. That's camellia. We don't want that one.
Christmas rose. Oh, the helleboy after.
He wants the sarcococker. It's fine. We'll do it next time. Sorry, Stu. Sorry, Stu. Honeysuckle. Okay, let's start
We're good
with
today,
that one,
aren't we? Aren't we, Bex?
I could have. Anyway.
Look,
Right,
we're in
so-
a good Christmassy mood.
We've got the honeysuckle here, and you are going to get 3 of these. Again, I know they look a bit twiggy, but if you look up here, we have got green growth. There are buds coming off these. And this is the beautiful thing about this particular honeysuckle, is that there is a huge amount of life going on in here.
Ooh.
It's a rooty beauty. You're going to get 3 of them. It is raring to grow in your gardens. Perfect time to get this planted. Lots of life. Look, you see just by my thumb there. Oh, the green growth coming off there. And this is going to flower for you right in summertime. June, July, August, September. And honeysuckles are amazing flowers that you get from these. They're quite unusual, quite interesting, aren't they? And they do give a lovely fragrance. They're disease tolerant, they're fully hardy, they're ridiculously easy to grow. They don't require a huge amount of pruning at all. Just a quick snip here and there to maintain the shape. That's all you need to do. And it is really a good one for pollinators.
And they're actually really quite fast growing as well. So to get them at this size in the 9 centimetre pots, it really makes sense. I always say, my kind of golden rule is, if it's something slow growing, then sometimes it is worth buying a bigger grown on version. But if something that's fast growing, then you might as well buy a 9 centimetre pot one.
Yeah.
Right, we did get asked about the Amaryllis bulb. Do we have the single available without the gift box? We have, and the price today on this one is incredible. So just like the Amaryllis that we showed you earlier that come in the pots and compost, it's the same bulb, so it's a big size. I'll give you the details of it, but it is more affordable.
Yeah.
And wait to see the price on this one. Are you ready? So this is the Red Lion, big size bulb that will produce potentially more than one stem. So maybe 2 stems, will flower about 8 weeks after planting it, and the price we've got today is only $4.99. In fact, for club members, $4.49.
Yeah, $4.49, and it's super simple. So, like we've got the kits for you. All you need is a bit of compost and a pot to put it in, and within about 8 weeks, you will get those lovely stems and those beautiful flowers.
And they're really big. I mean, each flower can be bigger than the palm of your hand as well.
Yeah.
They are such a dramatic bulb to grow inside. And the bulb itself, we say these are, we've opened up this one for you, we say about 26 to 28 centimetres. So that's what the bulb looks like. Just to explain how you plant these. So we had a question about the roots. Don't trim the roots. You really don't want to do that. Plant it in, you don't need a massive pot for this, so 20 centimetres would be absolutely fine. Put the compost up to about there. So you leave the top third of the bulb above the compost. Water around the bulb, not on it. And what will happen, you get the buds coming from the sides. And you might, well, on this type of size bulb, get one there and one that side. And they, within about 8 weeks, they will grow to 60 centimetres. They'll produce flowers like that. And then once they've flowered, chop the dead stems off, keep watering, keep feeding, then all the leaves appear. So quite often the leaves will only really start to get big once this has flowered. Do that all the way through summer, and then when it comes to autumn, stop watering, stop feeding, let all the leaves die down to nothing, and then start feeding and watering again in winter time, and it'll do it all again. And actually, I've got a friend who's had an Amaryllis for about 6-7 years, and his is a massive bulb now, and I think he actually got 4 stems last year.
Wow.
Which is like, you wouldn't get that, you know,
straight away.
No, but his was amazing.
But if you keep yours for a few years, you'll then get one that big as well.
But I always think, as a child, I loved growing them, but I still love them now because they're actually quite fascinating. The only thing we'll say is, well, do rotate them because they grow towards the light. Yeah, so if it's ever growing like towards a window, just rotate it and it will straighten itself up. They don't need any support, even though you've got loads of flowers. The stems are really strong on those as well. Now, we got there with this finally.
I magically made the Sarcococca come out.
Yes,
here we go. Yeah,
we got
winter gem. This one's a firm favourite every year. It appears to be. People go for this one, and I can absolutely see why. It's one I've got in my garden. I adore it for all of these reasons. First of all, it's evergreen. Secondly, it's winter flowering. Thirdly, it's fragrant. And fourthly, it can cope in so many different positions. Yeah, it can cope in a full sun position, but it actually will cope in a shady spot as well. And fifthly, it's not fussy on soil type. As long as it's free draining, it's absolutely fine. It's not going to be fussy at all.
So actually, when you look at all of those pluses, it really is a plant everyone should have in the garden. And I love the fact that it does flower in the winter, you get the fragrance, but I love the foliage. I love the fact that it's neat as well. You know, Sarcococca, slow growing, neat, evergreen, lovely glossy leaves.
And an absolute winter hardy. Yeah. Fully winter hardy. This can cope with -15 quite happily. It's not going to have any major problems at all.
Do you know what I was thinking? I do a lot of pots in the pub garden and my garden, and you're always wanting a plant to go in the middle of a pot normally.
Yeah, this would work nice. Yeah, definitely.
And it would work great with your winter displays with things like your helleborus.
The way that it grows is so neat.
Yeah.
You don't get a crazy, weird, long spiky shoot that comes out. It just doesn't happen.
No.
It's got a lovely, neat habit.
And when you smell the fragrance, and when this gets established, just take off a couple of the branches, bring them inside and do a little display, and it fills the room. That fragrance fills the room.
It really does fill the room, absolutely. Well, I mean, it fills the garden, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, if you bring that indoors, the scent you'll get from that will be incredible.
510-563, and that has been really popular today. It is down to just £12.99. If you are a club member, £11.69. I'm just thinking that. This is I'm chuckling because a friend of mine gave me some of hers had self-seeded, and she gave me some little seedlings 4 years ago, and they're still like
they're slow growing.
Yeah.
But that's a real positive for a lot of people. So some things we want to fill a gap really quickly. This isn't the thing that's going to fill that gap really quickly. But if you've got a small garden, this is brilliant, because obviously you've got to be careful what you plant in there. So yeah, I really like the fact that this one's a slow growing one. It works in certain areas, doesn't it?
And it's been really popular today. Now, don't forget, we're live with you today till 12:30. We'd love you to be part of this Christmas show.
Yes, please.
We are going to be announcing at 12 o'clock. We had that competition, our prize draw, I should say, last week for the pair of holly standards. Thank you to everyone that emailed. We will be announcing the winner, and it could be you, at midday today. But some lucky YouGarden customer is going to win a pair of holly standards. Right, what else have we got for you this morning?
It'll be the Aranthus. Oh no, the Christmas rose. Sorry, hellebore. I'll shut up.
I was tapping to give you clue bags. Now, these are absolutely stunning. I bought 15 of these last week. I know it's a bit extravagant, but I've done loads of displays inside. They're all going to go.
Ryan, extravagant? That's not a word I would ever use to describe you.
Do you know what? I'm only extravagant with gardening.
No, I know.
Yeah, my car's...
Christmas, I know you love your Christmas displays, and that's when... If you can't be extravagant occasionally... What's wrong with the world?
I think we had the free gift when I bought these as well was the blooming fast. I stockpiled on that.
Brilliant.
So you are getting 3 stunning plants, and this particular type of hellebore, the Christmas rose, we love this for so many reasons. First of all, look at the amount of flowers you get. I mean,
there's so many buds on there, isn't there?
Look, absolutely covered.
No, buddy.
And then the flowers are really big and they're upright. A lot of hellebores look down. They're like this, and they're still pretty, but you don't get the full beauty. These are not nodders, they're upright. They will flower all winter long. They're great in a shady, semi-shady spots. You can have them indoors at Christmas. Just don't leave them indoors too long. They're not a house plant, so once Christmas is over, put them outside, because they'll want to cool down a little bit. But what is lovely, and I can just kind of show this, the flowers do come out white, but as they age, you get like greens. You get, look, can you see a little bit of pink in there?
There's loads of ageing to do on those. Right now, they're just starting to go through that journey. But honestly, the colours that you'll get as they go through are incredible.
And how beautiful,
isn't it?
Beautiful is that?
Yeah.
They're amazing. And so this particular breed is outstanding. Repeat flowering, long flowering, upright flowers, just a winner. And we often forget to say, but the foliage is lovely on a hellebore. Now, they do go a little bit dormant in the summer, so when it gets hot, they'll just slow down. You still get foliage during the summer. You do get the odd random flower sometimes in summer, but they're a real winter beauty.
Yeah, definitely. I love these a lot, and these can cope in a shady spot when you do plant them outside as well, which is really good. The Royal Horticultural Society gave them their Perfect for Pollinators badge. Really important at this time of year, in those winter months, to give those pollinators a food source, and this is one of them.
That one at the back is looking really pink there, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
They are so gorgeous. And say, if you want to really make your garden look festive, then this is the Christmas rose. But after Christmas, put them outside, and they will be very, very happy in, say, shady areas, kind of woodland areas. They do look really nice and stylish in these planters. And these are the Lavelles.
I'd go for 3. I mean, if you're going to go for that pack of 3 of the hellebores, go for 3 of your Lavelle planters. They're $4.49 each if you're in the club. 1 in each would be fine. They will spread. They will fill those really nicely. So yeah, you could go for 3 of those. I mean, if you want a full display, you'd put all 3 in one pot right now, but then separate them out later. But if you want a permanent home for them, 1 in each of those pots would be absolutely fine.
I think 1 would be fine. I think, I probably would fill it out a bit, or I'd put some of our bark, our ornamental bark mulch around it.
That would be nice,
But they're stunning. They're really stunning.
They work so well, don't they, with those?
They do.
The white and the grey together, that's a really good combination.
Oh, I can see why so many of you gone for those. And anyway, the planters are only $4.99, so lots of you multi-ordering those as well. Right, compost, loads of you ordering our compost. What's happening in the price, Bex?
It's going up. I'm so sorry. We have kept that compost at that price for
years.
ages, but unfortunately, like everything, the price is having to go up. So it technically already has gone up on our website. It is £27.98, but as long as you're using our code today, YGTV 5024, or last week's code, YGTV 4924, you will still get the price of £24.98. We'll change the details for you. It's 100125 is the item number.
It's a nice,
on
easy
that
one, that compost, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Right, thank you to everyone that's watching. We're really busy today. Don't wait till Thursday and pay more for this. Get it now. Obviously, you can store it for several months. And I always think, you do start to use compost once we get into January. A lot of you are planting bare roots in January.
Absolutely.
A lot of you will be sowing seeds. We start to do our winter, our spring bedding, I should say. We start that sort of like February time, don't we?
Yeah.
And loads of you will be planting new perennials out in January, February. This
doing
compost
seed sowing, all of that sort of
repotting
stuff.
your house plants in spring.
Yeah.
So it is the best and most popular product that we sell here at YouGarden. Right, right, the heavy-duty pots.
Yes.
I've sent you a picture, Bex, of my Christmas trees.
Oh, yes, OK. Actually, we've got a few pictures that we need to show, because there's several people in the chat.
Just watch this video at home. So these are heavy-duty pots. These are filmed in my garden, and you'll see there's my Christmas trees.
Yes.
So they lived in there all year, but I've done a transformation.
I can't wait to see the transformation. Hang on, let me find it. Was it one of the first? Here we go. My trees in heavy-duty pots. Oh, yes.
So that's what they look like now.
There we go. Look at that.
And all I've done...
So that is those from that video that we just watched.
Yep.
Sean's wrapped them in Hessian.
Put some battery lights on them.
Twinkly lights on them.
But you know what? It's just so nice that I didn't have to buy Christmas trees again this year.
Yeah, lovely.
They were really happy in those heavy-duty pots. And all I've done, put a bit of Hessian round, put some little lights on, and I'm quite pleased with them.
I was just laughing. I've got another email from somebody called Shaun.
What's this say?
Saying Bex's Christmas fleece. Absolutely love Bex's Christmas fleece. Where did she buy it, please?
That was me.
You muppet. Here's another picture of Shaun's trees. That's a nicer picture.
Oh, there you go.
Lovely. Oh, and you've got a little ribbon up at the top there as well.
No, yeah, hang on.
I think those from.
I think they're from last year.
Last year.
They are.
They do look like from the garland.
They were from the garland last year.
Yeah.
They were. Yeah. So
Love
the
it.
garland, obviously, once it had finished, I just took the decorations off.
Very nice. All right, let's have a look at some other gardens, shall we? So, Andrew, thank you so much for sending this in earlier. What he said is some of the winter garden. So he's got that's a camellia in there, isn't it? I wonder if it's the Yuletide. There's no flowers on at the moment.
And I tell you what, the cyclamen are beautiful.
They look amazing,
Love
don't they?
I don't know which
Love
variety.
the little robin you've got in there as well.
That is beautiful.
Look at
right.
Is that Andrew? Foliage, Andrew Lawrence.
Lawrence. Oh, Andrew's a great gardener.
That foliage is incredible.
I was going to say, those cyclamen, I love the leaves. Yeah.
Very nice.
Thanks, Andrew.
So there's one. Oh, look, he's got loads of stuff going on here.
So all his primroses, primulas, violas, everything looking very healthy.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, the viburnum, beautiful. Look at those buds and flowers coming out.
Wow, that's a stunner.
We've got the winter rose, love that. Andrew does loads of lights in his garden, doesn't he? So it's really well lit up at night time. So obviously that's going to be a beautiful lit globe.
And he's got his bellis there.
Lovely planters.
Yeah. All your bellis in your primroses and primulas, lovely.
Ah, look, that's one of our pots, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Tuscanies. I got those as well. I think that's it for pictures. Thank you, Andrew. Those look really good. Nice
Andrew always
winter
inspires
garden.
his Bex, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a lovely garden,
Yeah, he
does
has.
well.
I always love your lights, Andrew.
Here we go. Garden and some Christmas. Here's the one. Here's the nighttime ones from Andrew. So this is the front of the house with all the pots, with all the lights going on.
I mean, how good does that look?
And this is the back garden. Yeah, I mean that man. Seriously.
Yeah. That's my idea of heaven, is it yours?
Lighting is so important, and I have not done it in my garden, but when I move house, we're putting the house on the market next year. When I move house, the next garden, I'm going to make sure I have that lovely nighttime lighting, because that is just beautiful, isn't it?
What a lovely tree
Christmas
as well.
trees.
Oh,
the olive planters.
Yeah.
Are those holly standards?
They look like hollies.
Aren't they? Yeah, they look nice and established, so I reckon he's had those for a little while.
Oh, thank you, Andrew.
Looking good, Andrew.
Put a big smile on our faces.
Right, so, yeah, I'm sure there was one from Dingo, wasn't there? Morning, Bex and Shaun.
Morning,
the main
Dingo.
Christmas tree, along with a few baubles everywhere. When the lights are on, the whole place looks like Blackpool illuminations.
Yes.
Cheers, Dingo. Oh, and this is in the bar. Look, just a few baubles. Look at all of those.
Oh, we love this bar, don't we?
Looks great.
The garden bar.
Garden bar.
I bet there's so many
Look at all
stories
those
that bar
drinks
could
he's got in there.
tell.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Really good. Love that, Dingo. Cosy. Quite happily going to sit out there.
And he's got a heater in there, hasn't he?
Lorraine says...
Morning, Lorraine.
Here is a picture of my camellia that I bought this time last year from YouGarden. Must be... Oh, my word!
Oh, so that has grown so much, hasn't it?
Wow. Look at all
Elaine.
those flowers. Look at all those buds.
So, Elaine, you definitely have planted that in Acacia's compost because you can see the leaves are so happy and glossy. There's no yellow leaves. It's covered in buds and flowers. Amazing.
Lovely.
Yes.
That's 1 year old, everybody.
That's done really well, Elaine, hasn't it?
Anybody wondering whether they should go for it? 510818. Hopefully Lorraine's picture has shown you. Right, Dave. Here we go.
I do love it when we see successes like that, don't you?
Yeah, I do as well.
By the way, something we haven't mentioned today, if you ever buy any plant that we class as winter hardy, and it's got the little snowflake symbol if it's winter hardy, if ever it didn't survive, then we would replace it for free, or you'd pay us the postage. That's on any winter hardy plants.
So Dave's asking about, so I have 2 plants from you, but between the plants I only have 5, and this is about the camellia. I have 2 plants from you, but between the plants I only have 5 flowers. All my buds were leaves. How are your plants loaded? Will it get better like your plants? They are in acid-loving soil. It absolutely should,
Yeah.
Dave. Yeah, I mean, when did you buy them? Are they brand new, or have you had them for a little while? But yeah, as long as they're in ericaceous, as long as you've got them in a nice sunny spot, I would look obviously at feeding occasionally, obviously less in the winter time, but certainly give them a boost of a little feed.
I mean, sometimes you do lose flowers when it's been sometimes when it's really cold. Some of the buds do fall off if it's cold, but it hasn't been that cold. But it's just, I'd say, yeah, next year you're bound to get loads more. It sounds really healthy. You know, plants are like humans. We're all different, aren't we? And the great thing is, if it's grown loads of new foliage, then next year you've got a really good chance of having lots of flowers on that foliage.
Linda seems to be having a problem ordering. She's saying the code YGTV5024 is not working for her. The delivery is showing despite being over £40. And Stu, I don't know which item this is, 130563. She's saying it's showing as a higher price than Thursday. But Linda, we can certainly have a look into it for you. And for 130563, Stu. It's the leafy vine tin.
Oh, you've got that down there, Bex.
So she's saying that the club... Can you bring the details up? Club price was $4.48, now $8.99. Stu's having a little look for you, basically.
Yeah, we'll try and sort that. If we can't sort it today, we can certainly sort that tomorrow.
Yeah, we can certainly have a look at it. I mean, she is right. Stu's having a look. We'll come back to you on that one, Linda.
Thanks. We always love it, you know, if something isn't quite right, it's great that you let us know. Stu just said he can't fix that today, but he could fix it tomorrow. Yes.
So, Linda, if you hold off placing your order, basically, he's writing some notes down, and he'll try and fix that for you tomorrow. Will you be able to email Linda back, Stu? Or will somebody be able to? Yeah. Is that the right way?
Great.
Lovely. Carry on.
So thanks for that, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. So she says, what's this? Sweet peas finished, so create a Christmas tree with the trellis planter, despite best efforts of my loony lurcher Lenny. Oh, you've used the lovely, the little planters.
Oh, the eclipse.
Yeah, the eclipse planters.
That's lovely.
That's the eclipse, isn't
it?
So you've wrapped some, I'm assuming that's tinsel around there. Put some lights around it. What a clever way of using that.
That is lovely. And then put some faux poinsettias on there as well. Really clever.
What a view as well. Check out that view. That almost rivals your view, Shaun.
I think it more than rivals it, actually, Bess.
That is a beautiful view you've got going on there.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I'm just going, oh, and there's the lurcher. Oh, look at this little face. Oh, my word. Hi, Lenny. Hi, baby. Oh, look at those eyes.
Oh.
I love Lenny.
The trouble is, I'm a feeder, and you can't ever feed pets. Do you know what I mean, though? Imagine those eyes.
Yes, you can have some meat. Yes, you can have it.
Yes. Oh, dear.
Grimmy, I paint my own Christmas cards. Look very similar to the YouGarden Gonk gnome.
Hey!
We wish you a Merry Christmas, Grimmy.
We painted those.
How cool is that?
That's amazing.
See, now, I don't do Christmas cards because it annoys me. Love from, blah, blah, blah. But actually, this is the way to do it when you put some time, put some effort. Like, that's amazing.
Grimmy, that's brilliant. God,
Brilliant.
You're really talented. Lovely.
That's it. I think, Stu just said, I love our viewers. Yeah. I love our viewers too.
Stuart loves us as well, though,
Of course.
Don't you, Stuart?
We annoy him a little bit.
We annoy him when we don't listen.
Thank you, everybody. That was a lovely 5 minutes.
Wasn't
going
it?
through all those pictures. That was really enjoyable. So thanks for sending them in. If you want to send anything to us, ygtv@yougarden.com is the item number. So send us through any pictures, any comments, anything you like. We're happy to look at them.
Yeah, because it's that time of year. It's Christmas, and we just want to share our Christmas tree pictures, what you've done Christmas display-wise. But if you just want to say hi or make some comments, we would love that, wouldn't we, Bex?
Definitely.
We really would. Right. So just a few quick reminders. The off code today is YGTV5024. You can use last week's. So this week's gift is the puzzle book, which is great. But if you've already got the puzzle book, then if you use last week's code, it's still valid. It's the same, but it's a 49. So it's YGTV4924. That will be the free gift you get. Now, we are doing free postage on all orders over £40. The compost is going up in price. Well, it's actually already gone up in price. But if you use the off code, you will get it at the old price. But that will not be the same on Thursday.
Yeah, this is the last time, unfortunately.
Yeah, so
stock
get it
up
today.
if you can.
Because I'm not being funny. Imagine next week that I need some compost and you're paying more money, so get it today. But let's remind you of some of the great items we've seen on our live stream today with YouGarden TV. Poinsettias. Poinsettias are synonymous now with Christmas. And these are outstanding. They're normally $9.99 each, but we are doing a triple pack for $11.97. And they are really big and beautiful. You've got all of the red bracts on there. Nice and easy to look after, as long as you don't let them completely dry out and you don't give them lots of temperature changes. They don't like being near drafts and things like that. And they are 800-374. Then we've got the beautiful winter sweet, the Chimanthus, which is a stunning winter flowering shrub. It will grow to 3 meters or so. And all of the flowers come out in winter time, so we are looking at sort of like, January, February, March, and it flowers on bare stems before the leaves appear, so it makes it really, really dramatic. Nice and fragrant as well, and that is 510536. We've also got our witch hazel. Again, this is a beautiful winter flowering plant. It's known as ruby glow, and you get these lovely almost like ribbons of flowers, again on the bare stems. And when the foliage appears after the flowers, you've got lovely green foliage throughout the winter, summer rather, but in the winter, just as we head towards the cold, the leaves turn this gorgeous like bronzy colour, and then of course fall. And that's 510963. Now, a brand new Mahonia called Soft Caress. I say brand new. Brand new this week on the show. but it did win Plant of the Year in Chelsea in 2013. But no, it was a breakthrough in breeding, and there's a lot of you that may not have heard of it. So it's a lot more compact than a regular mahogany. This one will only grow to 1 metre. It doesn't have any spikes on it whatsoever, so it's got lovely soft foliage. You still got the lovely spikes of yellow flowers, but no prickles. And it does flower earlier. Traditional mahognies flower winter time, normally kind of like January, February. This flowers late summer into autumn. It's beautiful. Plant of the Year at Chelsea in 2013, and it's 510,949. But it's one that you might not have heard of. Then we've got Jasmine, another beautiful winter flowering one. And you got all three of these in 9 centimetre pots at just £12.97. And I love it. I love the kind of like loose form of a jasmine. You can get it to trail and train up trellises and walls and fences, and you get the most beautiful, beautiful flowers. But to me, a jasmine has a lovely kind of natural form to it, and another winter flowering plant that flowers on the bare stems before the foliage appears. 5-1-3-3-1. Now, a bit of fun. This is great. This is our Santa's hot air balloon. Really special, actually. So really well made. You've got lovely kind of velvety fabric in the green and the red. You've got the lovely sort of like Santa with his presents and his little Christmas tree in there. Now, it will actually hang. It's got a nice little hook on it, but it will freestand as well. That balloon has got a wire structure in it, so it doesn't need to hang to really, really have that lovely shape that you've got there. So it could be standing or hanging, and that is just £14.99, £164.40. And then some really delightful hand-finished wreaths for you. So these are constructed with Nordmann fir foliage, so it won't drop its pine needles readily. It's very plush. They've been hand finished with some really gorgeous decorations. So you've got the pine cones, the frosted berries, the ribbons, and that is where 170033. They've actually come down in price, by the way. It's only £14.99, saving £15. And then to match this, we have got the garland. Again, these have come down in price for today's show, and only £14.99. A metre in length, really plush, really quite. I think when you really feel and look at this, it is quite opulent. It's not sparse. There's been no corners cut on it. All the decorations you can take off afterwards and use them again next year, and that is only £14.99. And these are hand finished for us locally, 170034 for that stunning garland. And then don't forget, if you want to get our compost at its current price, you need to order it today. The price has gone up on our website, but what we've done as a special thank you to all of our regulars, if you use the offer code, you will get it at the old price for today only, £101.25. And I know that our head gardener here at YouGarden, Peter McDermott, he is so passionate about this compost. It is our best-selling product here at YouGarden. It's one that we use on the nursery. So here's Peter to tell you a little bit more.
We describe this as premium professional compost. And the reason for that is it is the compost that is known, this formula we have perfected over decades. So I've been using it for decades. We have perfected it over decades. You've got a blend of the best peats plus wood fibre that you can imagine. Now, by volume, approximately 50% of this compost is wood fibre, and the balance is made up of a blend of peats, and there are 3 different peats. So you've got things like sphagnum moss peat, which is renewable. You've got sedge peat, and then you've got darker sphagnum as well in there. So you've got 3 different peats. You've also got, you can see actually just there, there's slow release fertiliser. These little green, what look like little eggs, you'll see those dotted among the compost when you're planting it. That's slow release fertiliser. One of the most expensive ingredients in any compost is fertiliser. You can see that there's another one just down below. That is amazing because that will deploy nutrients to the roots of whatever you grow in this compost just when they need it over the next 6 months. You then got what's called a buffer. Now, peat in particular is naturally acidic. So, and plants like to be just on the acidic side of neutral as a generality. There are exceptions, so things like rhododendrons and azaleas, they love to be properly acidic in terms of the ericaceous soil or compost they're growing in. But most things like it just on the slightly acidic edge of neutral. So that's what this is designed to give you. So it's got a pH buffer to keep it in exactly that zone. The wood fibre keeps the sort of perfect air-water porosity ratio, which is what we talk about in the trade, all these complicated terms. But it's what plants need is they need a jungle gym to grow in. So they need a jungle gym for their roots, which is called growing medium. They need some water, and they need some air, and they need nutrients. And when you've got the perfect compost, it blends the air and the water and the constituents of the compost. It all blends together to give the perfect environment. That's what this particular compost does, which is why it's trusted by us. We will be growing approximately 150,000 potted roses on this nursery this year. That's roughly what we grow most years. We'll be growing, I don't know how many hanging baskets, but our pre-planted hanging baskets that will be available later, you will have bought them in the autumn and last spring as well. They grow in this compost. We will grow countless perennials, whether they be in the 9 centimetre square pots or the 3 litre pots or the 5 litre pots, plus fruit trees. And this is the compost we use for all of those things. So we trust it, the trade trusts it, and actually based upon the well, literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bags of this particular compost that you've bought over the years, you definitely trust it as well. And, you know, and actually, peat is a thing. We need to think about peat. Not me. I happen to also be peat, but it's the peat that's in here that we're talking about. We can still use peat in our gardens right now, and actually the alternatives, generally speaking, are a bit iffy. So if you want to get the best results, in my view, use this particular compost for as long as you can. It's got 50% other material in it, which is the lowest level we could get to and still have a professional quality product for you and for ourselves. So we've been as eco-friendly as we can, and we jumped onto that particular that approach years and years and years ago. So this is the same formulation that we've had for at least the last 6 or 7 years, with 50% other material to bulk out the peat, and it still works better. So I would say this is, in my opinion, it's the only compost I use at home. It's the compost we use on the nursery. I can't recommend it highly enough.
Yeah. That was our wonderful head gardener there, Peter McDermott, who obviously is so passionate about this incredible compost, as are we. Now, very important, the price has now gone up, but you can still get the old price if you use that offer code today. And just to show you, it has gone up on our website.
Yeah.
So it is now $27.98, and we've kept the same price for years, so it had to eventually go up. So there it is. So without using the offer code, that is a price you will pay.
Which is worth it, by the way.
Of course it is.
It's absolutely 100% worth it. And the regulars, you'll know how good this compost is. So yeah, it's totally worth it. But put the offer code in today, YGTV 5024 or 4924. Use last week's and it'll come down. But let's have a look at what Stu's put in the basket here. That's quite interesting. So we've got 1 order of compost. How many of the Lavals? 1.
4.
Oh, 4 of the Lavals. Brilliant.
Don't blame him.
We've got the Christmas wreath, of course, and the garland.
I do love that garland, don't you?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Amaryllis to go with it, and of course the poinsettia. Very festive selection there, Stu. Well done.
But at the moment, look at what it's paying. So it's paying $6.99 postage, and it's paying $137.86.
Right, yeah,
however, let's put that code in.
Boom.
Wow.
Look at that saving. Over £100 saving, nearly £105 saving there.
And we've now got the free gift. If you use last week's offer code, you'd have got the heavy-duty bag, grow bag. But suddenly, all of those extra promotions kick in. So, you know, do bear that in mind. And we should say, when you're using the different offer codes...
Yeah, it's just for the compost.
Yes.
It's not going to work for the other items. But that's fine. You could put the compost into a separate order because there's no postage. And then you can use last week's code to get the green grow bag as the free gift, and then do the others in a separate order with this week's codes.
Yeah.
Just play around with your order so that you can see what works best. It's all about getting the best value. We're we do it ourselves. We shop around, we try the different codes,
Yeah.
don't we?
So
9 times out of 10, our YGTV code works way better than our staff discount code.
So if you're buying the compost, just the compost, and you want last week's free gift, then put in that offer code of 49.24 YGTV 49.24, and you get the grip bag as well as the compost discounted to 24.98. Masses of you buying the compost today, and I don't blame you at all, because to save an extra £3, especially if you're buying 2 lots, 3 lots, it all adds up, doesn't it?
It soon adds up. So buy as many as you can afford to buy. I appreciate we're just before Christmas, so it can be a little bit tighter at this time of year. But if you just buy as much as you can get, because it will stack, it will store, and you'll be using that come the new year.
Yeah, you really, really will. Thank you, by the way, to everyone that's been ordering. Loads of you buying Santa in the blue.
I'm so excited. He's
brilliant.
one of my faves.
We've also got, don't forget, we have got our, I'm going to call him our Lucky Gonk, because these are believed to bring you good luck around Christmas time. And it's like having a Scandinavia winter gnome in your garden. And he's rather cute, this one, because it's a classic Gonk with a hat just coming over his eyes. He's got the bulbous nose there. He's got a nice white grey beard and a nice weight to him as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's just going to come out every single year, isn't he? I quite like these kind of plush Christmas decorations that are all the rage now. His hat has got a bendy metal thing inside, so you can have it pointing whichever direction you want to go with. If you're going for multiples of these, this would work really nicely, because you could have the one hat pointing one way and the other hat pointing the other way. It's only £7.99. It's a £5 saving on that today if you enter the code, so it's a brilliant one.
I was just thinking, if you've got maybe like a bookshelf, one of these either side.
Bookends.
Yeah.
Be really good.
Look great. But it's really well made, and it's only £7.99, and it's a lot of fun.
He's got his lovely little sparkly candy cane.
I was putting my mum's decorations up on Tuesday, and she was saying, do you remember, because my mum used to work in a newsagent that used to sell Christmas decorations. Right. And she remembers I used to spend my pocket money on Christmas decorations.
Did you?
I did. I was always a bit obsessed with them. So that's only £7.19 for club members as well. Don't forget, if you're not a club member, you can join today for £5 for the year on auto renewal, and you will get a 10% discount on your order. Now, was it Louise wanted to know our email address? Yeah. It's there, Louise. You're watching me, your mum, and know it's ygtv@yougarden.com.
Lovely. I'll get the iPad and I'll check for your email.
Yeah, so it's Louise and her mum. But we're with you till about 12:30 today, so you've got 40 minutes to send in your emails and your pictures and any comments as well. Yes, Stu's reminded us we will finish bang on 12:30 apparently.
Yes, because we have to have some lunch and then go over to the other greenhouse over there, which is where we'll be doing our show this afternoon, because we do a little show on TikTok. So if you've got TikTok, come and join us, come find us.
Not a little show, Bex. We do loads of houseplants, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we take some of these over, but it's focused quite heavily on houseplants at the moment. So it's good fun.
It's fun
because we do it from the greenhouse, which is really exciting.
But it's very interactive. So if you haven't got TikTok, download now. Right, Tinsel is back, big time.
Oh, little Tinsel bro. He's really cute, and he's got little googly eyes on there. He's got his little Christmas hat as well. He's got a tinsel scarf, and he's just a bit of fun. And he's a bro because he's a brontosaurus. Not that we're being down with the kids, all right, bro?
Hey, bro.
No, it's a brontosaurus. So yeah, he's lots of fun. He's very sparkly. He's quite, he's really quite sturdy, quite well made as well. Definitely a decoration you'll be able to bring out every single year. And he's just £4.04 if you're in the club. Add that one into your basket. If you're paying postage, and this one tips you over that £40 mark, it's way better to have this in your basket than be spending $6.99 on postage.
And I'll tell you what, for just over £4, it is a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I'd say great if you've got kids, grandkids, and something a little bit different for you. Yeah. And I mean, it's the perfect colours, isn't it? That classic red and green. I love his little eyes.
It's just fun, isn't it?
It is.
I love Christmas. This is what it's all about. Just a bit of fun.
But don't put him too close near your plants, because he might eat them.
Yeah.
Yes. He'd love that pancetta, wouldn't he? And then we've also got, just by Bex there, we have got the Scotty dog as well. Now, this is actually a doorstop. It's really well made. When you look at the detail and the stitching and the use of fabrics here, it's really high quality.
Very high quality, I like the little tartan collar that he's got got on there. The fabric is really good quality, nice, thick, heavy-duty fabric, which it would need to be if it's on the floor. Lovely little face on him, nice little bell on there too. Yeah, and he's weighty at 1.5 kilograms, which you need in order to keep those doors open. You know, when you open the door, so you've got the internal door, and then you open the back door, and then you open the front door, and bang, it all shuts it. That's
Do you know what
that's to stop.
I really don't like those wedge things that you use to open doors.
I know, I've got those, and it's really annoying.
Oh, I think they're so annoying.
Yeah, they're really annoying.
Yeah, they do.
And they do ruin the floor
They do
as well.
ruin floors.
You're right, Steve.
But also, they're awkward, aren't they? And you've always got to bend down on your hands and knees and shove them under that little gap. But that's a lot more attractive, and he is a good weight, so he will very, very happily keep those doors open. And I think at Christmas time, when you've got lots of friends and family hopefully around, you do tend to open up doors more, don't you? So you've got a bit of a sort of like flow through the house. Now, we have both bought this, which is our stunning vine. And I put this on here on Thursday, 5 minutes. I've not even attached it to anything. I've just kind of wrapped it around the crates. But it has got a lovely kind of natural organic feel. And you're able with this to bend and twist it into whatever shape and design you want. So, you know, I love the fact that it's a vine. You can do so many different displays with it, and we've put it obviously up the wall, but it looks lovely on a table as a centerpiece as well.
Yeah, I think there's lots of ideas you can come up for with this. You know, if you do want it as a Christmas table decoration like that, very, very easy to do. It has a 5-meter lead on it, so you know, no worries about getting it to a plug socket or anything. Looks great just like that. Or you know, if you were to put some pins or some nails into the wall, you could drape it across there. That looks great going up and above the doorway like that, doesn't it?
And lots of 8 different settings. I've just changed the setting now, so if you don't want it static, you can have it on slow, sort of like twinkle, you can have slow glow. It's up to you. But I just fell in love with it. Bex fell in love with it. It's a lovely soft gold, isn't it?
I like the warm white lights.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the bright white, the colder white colour. Personally, I like the warm lights, and that's what you've got here. A nice gold colour to it as well. Not too brash. It's not like shiny gold. It's not brash at all. I'm going to have mine above my bed. That's where I'm putting it, and it's going to live there all year round. It's not just going to be a Christmas decoration for me.
And I'm going to have mine. I've got lots of house plants in my conservatory and in lots of different sized pots. I'm just going to have it kind of like rambling and meandering through those. Now, a lot of you are buying our poinsettias today. They are outstanding in terms of quality and size. 1 for £9.99, but we have got a special offer for YouGarden customers. When you put the code in YGTV 5024, you'll get 3 of these for £11.97. And poinsettias, as I said earlier, I've seen these in Mexico where they grow as trees, and they
get massive, you say?
Oh, yeah, they grow like trees.
Amazing.
Yeah. But obviously not in the UK as a houseplant. A lot of people think of a poinsettia just for Christmas, but they're not.
No.
They'll keep that lovely red right into like January, February, and then the leaves tend to start going the green colour. But it's a lovely houseplant, even when you're not getting the red browns.
Yeah, the foliage is really beautiful, isn't it? It's and it's relatively simple to look after. Like, I know we often talk about them being a bit diva-ish, but actually, as long as you follow the rules, and the rules are don't expose it to temperature fluctuations. They really don't like drafts, so I wouldn't put it in a windowsill, and I wouldn't put it near an outside door. Keep it consistently moist. Don't let it dry out because they don't like that. That's kind of it, really.
True story. My other half was head of logistics and distribution.
I remember this.
A big store. And loads of poinsettias arrived there, like pallets and pallets and pallets. And they were left outside in the freezing cold for a few hours. And literally every single one of them.
Yeah, curl up and die.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the last thing you should actually do, obviously, with a poinsettia. But as Beck said, if you just look after them, and it's not complicated, just follow those basic rules, you can have a poinsettia for many, many years. But, you know, even just as Christmas decoration, they're classic. That I always think, I mean, I've got them in the pub right now, and they look amazing.
As soon as you see a poinsettia, you know Christmas is here, don't you?
You do.
Absolutely. As soon as you see them, that's Christmas.
And look at the size of them.
Really good.
They are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, and you can get 3 of them for £11.97. 1 for £9.99. or 3 for £11.97. So
Yeah.
the other 2 that you're getting are basically 99p each.
Well, we're really busy today. Thank you so much to everyone. We're having a lovely show. We are getting loads of orders coming through. And I'll be honest, Stuart, yeah, I thought so. Nearly every single order today is including our compost. Now, the reason being the compost is going up in price. It has gone up in price to £27.98, but if you use that offer code today, either today's code or last week's, so either YGTV 5024 or 4924, you will get the old price. And I know you might be thinking, well, I don't need any compost right now, but you can store it for good few months. And I just want you to save more money. I really do. So if you use it, if you order it today and use that offer code, you will get it for the old price. Right, loads of orders coming through. By the way, we are going to be announcing the prize draw. The winner of the Holly Standards.
Oh, it's coming.
In a minute or so's time.
Yeah. I just wanted to have a little look in the chat, see if anyone's there. Louise, hello Louise.
Hello Louise.
Louise is apparently watching on the big TV.
Yes.
Watching on the big TV in the living room. Well done,
Yeah,
you.
great. Don't forget, you can all watch on the big TV if you've got smart TV with YouTube on it. And most smart TVs have got YouTube, and all you need to do is just literally type in YouGarden.
Oh, Louise. This is why she wanted to know the email address. Hi guys, I know Bex recently got a puppy. Thank you. So I thought you would like to see mine. This is Matilda, a 4-month-old miniature schnauzer.
Oh.
We are finally over the teething stage.
Oh.
Land shark. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I've got such puppy envy. Matilda.
Look at Matilda.
Oh, Matilda.
Shaun, you need a puppy.
I know I do.
Oh my word.
I don't think my cat thinks the same though.
Matilda is beautiful. Thank you so much for sending a picture. She's gorgeous.
Isn't she?
I do love schnauzers. They're beautiful dogs.
Thank you, Louise. Right, it's 12 o'clock.
Hey, let's do it. Let's announce the winner.
So, thank you to everybody that entered. All you had to do was send us an email to ygtv@yougarden.com and subject you had to just put Holly. That was it. We also did separate competitions on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, didn't we? But are you ready? So the winner, I'm just hearing, his name begins with a D and ends in a
K.
Derek, and his surname is similar to Queen. Where's the crown?
Derek
King! There you go.
Congratulations. Well done, Derek.
Well done.
These are going to be winging their way to you. So you will get the 2 standards and you'll get the pots to plant them in as well. You just need some compost.
Yes, you do.
Some compost to put them in.
But well done to Derek King there.
And thanks to everybody for sending the emails, for joining in.
So if you've been waiting to see if you've won and you haven't won, but you want to order these, they are still available at just $49.96 with a saving of £50. And you get both those. So lovely holly trees. They're the Blue Maid variety, so not as prickly and spiky, covered in red berries, and you get the 13-inch planters as well.
I'm so impressed at how big mine are now. So I got mine a couple of years ago. It must be 2 years ago now I got these. I'll have to take a picture, Stu, sorry. I will. But I'm really impressed with how much bigger mine have got. The stems have got thicker, the heads have got bigger. It's brilliant.
And actually, I'm just thinking, because we are going to record a few shows for over Christmas, so we could feature those, couldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I've put mine in the. I can't bring mine in because they're in the borders, but they've grown massive. They really have. They look great.
They're really good.
But they have kept that lollipop shape. Right. Thank you to everybody placing orders. Louise has just said she's ordered the compost and the wreath, the lovely wreath.
Well done, very good.
Yeah, they're really nice. The hand-finished wreaths and garlands are really well done, aren't they?
Very nice,
Really plush, really beautiful. And don't forget, if you are new to YouGarden TV, we stream live every Sunday, 9:30 till 12:30, and every Thursday, 10 till 1. But we'd love you to spread the words with friends and family. We'd love, more people to know about us.
We'd love it, yeah, definitely. So, spread the love. Tell your friends, tell your family. We've had a bit of a rush on this one at the moment.
Yes, our witch hazel.
So loads of people ordering this, and I can see why. It's kind of a bit... regulars, you know, I've got my weird and wonderful category, and this
Yes.
is in the weird and wonderful category.
Yeah, I know what you
Love
mean.
it. It's a bit unusual.
The flowers
a
are
bit
very
different.
unusual.
The flowers are really very unusual, and it's one that is going to flower for you in the winter time. So between December, January, and February, you will have the most amazing flowers on here. But it flowers on the bare stems, which is brilliant. You get a lovely display of the leaves that obviously happen before it drops its leaves. It has a fragrance to it as well. It's a mixture of sort of spice and citrus. I mean, look at those flowers. That's all you need to see really, is those flowers on those bare stems, and that's going to make you want to go for this. If you want to, it can get nice and tall. This can get to about 4 metres, which is brilliant, isn't it? It's going to take a little bit of time to get there though. Not massively fast growing. It does like a slightly acidic soil, but I don't think you need to worry too much about
it's not
this one at
essential,
all.
is it?
No, not essential. Massive £15 saving on that one as well, by the way. 510963 is the item number, and loads of buds waiting to give you those beautiful flowers.
Now, we are also going to show you another favourite today, which is the Sarcococca Winter Gem. I know this is Christmas box, and this is evergreen. So it's December right now. Look how beautiful it looks. And I always think that with the Sarcococca, the leaves are, I love the shape of them, I love the fact they're glossy, but there are so many reasons to go for this. It loves shade as well as sun, all soil types. It flowers in the winter, so it's in bud right now. Could be out by Christmas Day maybe, but normally about January time is when it's in full bloom. But very easy to look after. Fragrant, evergreen, will grow well in, say, pretty much all soil types and in the shade as well as the sun. And that is a big plus, Bex, isn't it? The fact that it's shade loving as well. And slow growing. I mean, I've had mine quite a number of years, and they only grow a few centimetres a year, so great for pots and containers. But I just think so many pluses on that one.
Yeah, loads
so
of
many.
them. And the Royal Horticultural Society have given it their badge of perfect for pollinators. And look, it's really important as gardeners to be putting things in our garden that'll give them that nectar source that they need during these winter months. Because obviously food is tricky for them to get to at this time of year, isn't it? So, you know, we can help them out.
It's such a beautiful plant to have in the garden, and I know that one of our other garden experts, Adam Wilcott, he often uses this in plant displays in shady areas. I mean, we love our ferns, we love our hostas, but a lot of ferns and obviously all your hostas, they die down in the winter. This remains beautiful.
All the time.
And flowers.
And you don't have to do anything to it.
I know.
It's a real low maintenance beauty, this. I mean, I planted mine and I haven't done anything else to it. It's in the border.
No, I'm the same.
It occasionally will get a feed when I'm feeding the other plants, but other than that, I've done nothing to it.
No, I'm the same.
Genuinely. That's it when it was in a pot, by the way. So I've moved it now. It's in the border, in the slightly shady border, but I had it in the pot there, and that's right against the back wall of the house. So that's the sunniest spot possible.
Wow.
Lived perfectly there. And I put it into the border, and it lived at the shady border, and it lives perfectly there.
Ah, and it was Lawrence that had this, wasn't it?
Yes, this is exactly the one I was thinking
I
about.
remember.
He bought 8 of them. This was planted just after he bought them. Or was this the slightly updated one when they'd grown on a little bit?
I think they've grown on a bit
I feel that's the slightly updated one.
But I mean, how amazing.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Fragrance that's going to come from that.
And I do, and we often say this, but when you've got evergreen plants, it just makes the garden look great all year round.
All the time, yeah.
Now, I've got one border and I've got too many deciduous plants and herbaceous plants, and it just looks so dead in the winter, but those look absolutely fantastic every single day of the year. And actually, as they get bigger, just as it's in flower, just take off a couple of stems, bring them inside, put them in flower displays, and that fragrance will literally fill a room beautifully. So loads of you ordering that one. It's down by an extra £7. Club members, you will get that today for just £11.69. Obviously, do use that code YGTV5024. Now, also another beauty in the show is the Camellia Yuletide. I mean, when you look at those flowers, Bex.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of these.
Same here.
There's so many buds on here, by the way. You can see loads and loads of buds on here waiting to open. But just check out the flower, the colour.
Yeah.
The red against that beautiful glossy green. But it is all about those bright yellow stamen, isn't it? Look how big and bold they are.
I call them statement stamens.
Statement stamens.
Yeah, they are.
Absolutely. They are so stunning. And camellias are, pretty easy, low-maintenance plants, aren't they? They're not massively fast-growing. They like ericaceous compost, so that's the only sort of extra bit of attention you really need to give these plants. So as long as you give them that ericaceous, they will give you some of the most amazing displays. And Lorraine, thank you so much for the picture that you sent in.
I mean, Elaine bought we think it's only over a year old, isn't it?
She said she bought the camellia from us this time last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know what size it was. It may have been similar. But this is the kind of results that she's had within a year. Look at how many flowers are on that plant.
I think you can see
where the growth.
Yeah, that top foot looks like new growth to me.
Look at all those flowers, but I'm just zooming in so you can see how many buds are on that plant as well. And this is what I actually quite like about camellia. It doesn't all burst into bloom all at the same time. It actually, you get a flower and then that fades and another flower, and it just kind of keeps going. It keeps it going for, a few months then.
And I'm just thinking, if Elaine, hopefully you're going to have a few friends and family.
Lorraine.
Did I not say Lorraine?
You said Elaine.
Oh, sorry, Lorraine. Hopefully you're going to have a few friends and family over at Christmas. And what a greeting to have that outside
amazing.
The front door or the back door. Lovely.
One is great. Brilliant, but I do quite like the idea of the pairing either side of the front door as well, though. That would be great, wouldn't it? A few twinkly lights, beautiful.
See, I have to have nice plants outside my back door as well because my mum's a smoker, so she goes out and has a naughty cigarette. So, I know. But thank you, Lorraine, for sending that. And that is down to £19.99. Now, also really popular today are Helleborus. Now, this is known as the Christmas rose. I love this variety. I genuinely bought 15 of these a few weeks ago. And I've done lots of indoor displays with them. So I tend to use Helleborus inside at Christmas, only for a few weeks, because they are obviously an outdoor plant. But they make magical Christmas displays and lovely little Christmas gifts, actually. And then I put them outside once Christmas has passed. This variety are repeat flowering. They produce the most amazing amount of flowers. The flowers are upright rather than nodding down. And I love the way that they age. They age beautifully, don't they?
They really do. You get lovely shades of like green and pink going on in there. We always call it the shabby chic look, and it does. It ages so beautifully. Love the bright white that you get to start with, and then that journey you go on with them. It is beautiful, and of course you are getting 3, which is great. So multiples, those odd numbers work really well when you're planting them out.
And when you receive these, just check out the amount of buds that are on them. I mean, some of these have got over 20 buds on them, and the flowers are actually really long-lived as well because they slowly age and change colour. You can actually see that on those. You've got little bits of pink and green there, but they're going to give you the most magical Christmas displays, but also winter displays in your garden. And they are evergreen. They don't do a lot in summer. They get a bit hot, so they kind of go a bit dormant. But in winter time, they are rather magical. Fully winter hardy, so don't worry if it's snowy, frosty, and also they are brilliant in the shade, so lovely under trees and shrubs.
Perfect. Those problem areas in our garden where we do struggle to get things, and certainly things that will flower as well, so it's great to have some options with the Helleborus. Can we show Olwyn's picture, please?
Oh, we're getting loads of dog pictures now, Bex, aren't we?
I love it. It makes my day. So Olwyn has sent... this is her 10-year-old Ben. Look! Don't those eyes just talk to you, Shaun?
Yeah, they really do.
Love me, give me food. Give me a little treat. Yeah, he's got a little ginger goatee, just like you. Little ginger beard.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
good look.
Oh, and he's beautiful.
He is beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
Happy
thank you,
to see
Olwyn.
any dog pictures. Cat pictures as well, but I'm more of a dog person. So
I love both.
if you want to send any pet pictures in, happy to see them. Very good. Right. Sorry.
Oh,
Where are we going? Santa's balloon.
Come
Let's
and
go
join
and
us.
see.
So this has been really popular today. We've reduced the price. Was it 19.99? No, 24.99 it was, wasn't it?
£24.99,
yes. So we dropped it by a tenner. I think this is a pretty amazing at under £50. Really well made as well. If you look, there's a lot of detail. You've got this lovely kind of velvety red and green, and then a nice full basket.
A nice full basket, yeah. I mean, he's carrying his presents. He's got his little candy cane, but we've got his sack at the back here that's got a present in. We've got a lovely little Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I'm going to add to mine, so I'm waiting for mine to be delivered. Just ordered on Friday, so hopefully Monday, Tuesday it's going to come. I'm actually going to add some twinkly lights onto mine. You know, the ones with the little battery pack, because I can hide that in there.
Oh,
and I'm going to wrap it around, so it's going to have some twinkly lights on there. I'm going to hang mine. We've got ours hanging from the ceiling in the potting shed here, but it is actually freestanding as well, so if you just want to stand it on a side, you can do. It's got like an umbrella fastening, so you kind of push it up and it clicks into place, which then opens up the balloon and sort of inflates the balloon. So it can be freestanding, it can be hanging, it's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't he?
It's lovely.
And he will fold down. The box is just there, Shaun.
Yeah,
would you mind? The thing just comes straight down, and it will fit back into the box again, which is really important, because you know what it's like sometimes. You get these things out of the box and you don't know how you're going to store them again. It's really frustrating, but this will go straight back into that box again.
But I really like him. Really like him. And now we've said drop the price back another tenner, so down to $14.99. I also think I was saying earlier, it's just nice. I like to buy at least one new Christmas decoration every year. It just keeps things fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And certain decorations start to look a little bit tired, don't they? But a lot of fun, and when you think of what you're getting for under £50, that's a big decoration, isn't it?
I love it.
So you've got kids, grandkids. If you're just a big kid like we are, we're big kids, aren't we? Right, very important. We are live until 12:30 today, but it is your last opportunity to get our compost at this price. So we've kept the price on this compost for years. Finally and reluctantly, it has to go up, and it actually has gone up by £3. So not a massive increase, just over 10%. But if you want to get it at its current price, use the offer code today, and you'll get it for $24.98. Most of your club members, you get it for $22.48. But the price has actually officially gone up to £27.98. And if you, just quickly, I know we haven't got long left, but if you've never used this compost before, it's our best-selling compost. It's the compost we use on the nursery. We use it for growing bare roots. We grow it for all of our ready-made hanging baskets. We use it for growing on any of our perennials and plants, and the formulation has been perfected over years. It really has. So you've got 50% composted wood fibre. That gives it this incredible texture, and that is so even. When you look at that, there's no lumps, there's no bumps, there's no big pieces of twig that haven't been composted, and that means that the roots can literally find any water, oxygen, nutrients that they need. But we've also got peat in here.
Yeah, peat. There's a few different types. There's dark and light peat, which is the non-renewable sources. There is a renewable source of peat. We've got the sphagnum moss peat in there. Of the non-renewable sources, we have really reduced it down. We use the minimal amount, but still to get some really good results from it. And look, there's arguments for and against peat. This has got it. If you want peat-free, we have it available, but in our experience, it's just not as good yet. Yet. I'm sure we'll get there at some point.
Now, you've also got slow-release fertiliser. They're the little green balls in there. They will feed your plants for 5, maybe even 6 months. So that's like an extra insurance and protection.
Yeah, I always forget.
We all forget, don't we, sometimes to feed plants.
You've got a pH buffer in here, which basically puts this it's somewhere in the middle. So you've got alkaline at one end, acid at the other. This one is somewhere in the middle, which makes it the perfect compost for the majority of things you're going to plant. If it's a camellia, if it's rhododendron, if it's blueberries, obviously you need ericaceous. But pretty much everything else, including your houseplants, is going to live the best life in this.
And last but by no means least, you've got wetting agent, and all that does in simple terms, when the compost dries out, when you water it, the water sticks to the compost rather than just going all over the side. You know, it's like when you've got a dry hanging basket or a pot and you water it, and all the water just keeps going over the side. You're thinking, why isn't it going in the compost? This has got that wetting agent that prevents that happening. So it's a brilliant compost. 2 big 50-litre bags. If you want to use last week's code on this, you can do. It will still work on the compost, because basically your free gift last week were the heavy-duty grow bags, but you'd have to use the code YGTV4924. If you use today's code, you get that fabulous puzzle book, which is really, it's great because winters are...
Love a puzzle book.
I do, particularly in winter.
I love sitting with a cup of coffee and doing a puzzle. It's quite good fun, isn't it? Best review that Stu just read in my ear
go on.
was from Brian, right? About the compost this is. So Brian said... It's the best compost. I should know, I'm 81.
Yay, love that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm totally right.
what a great review.
With age comes wisdom.
Absolutely. I bet he has used loads of compost over the years.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, believe Brian. Be more Brian.
But buy this today because the price has gone up. And these are some of the other great reviews.
Look at this. I purchased this from you. Believe it is excellent. We just need more for the next planting. Good quality. Been using this for some time now. Getting good results so far. Oh, box arrived damaged. But one bag of compost was split with some spillage. Not too happy about that.
Do you know what?
That's the point of it being in the box. That's exactly the point.
But Anthony, and anyone else, if ever something isn't quite right, let us know and we will, of course, sort it out. Another trusted customer here, tried and tested, good for flowers and potatoes. I'm going to add to that, it's good for everything. It really, really is. Now, Amanda, hello.
Morning.
Good afternoon.
No, good afternoon, Amanda.
Amanda's one of our regulars, isn't she?
She is. Amanda often joins us on the TikTok shows as well.
She does, doesn't she? She does. So we are live on TikTok, by the way, this afternoon from 1:30 till 3:30. So we've got an hour to get ready.
And eat. I mean, look, it's quick, but
I'm on a diet anyway.
Every week and it's fine.
Right, just quickly though, poinsettias, 149.99, but you can actually get 3 for 11.99. They are stunning. When you look at the size of these and the quality,
they're really good size.
They are.
Brilliant size, brilliant quality, and just the most festive display, isn't it? You know, you see poinsettia. As soon as you start seeing the poinsettias in the shops, you know Christmas is on the way.
And the awful thing is, a lot of the supermarkets that sell poinsettias do not look after them. They're put in the wrong place. I mean, do you know what? Certain supermarket near me, I've just realised where they've got their poinsettias above the refrigerators. They have, seriously. Honestly, I've just thought there's one supermarket in me, and there's literally a big square refrigerator, and it's got an area on top where normally they have things like the biscuits to go with the cheeses and the cold meats.
But that's somebody who doesn't know anything about plants, isn't it? They've just gone, oh look, there's a space, let's put them there.
To be fair, the whole display wasn't there. It was probably some ones some extra ones,
right?
And they've put them amongst the like other things. But they are not going to appreciate that. So, Olwyn.
She's got to go. Bye.
Thank you, Olwyn.
Thanks for coming.
But we really look after our poinsettias. They have got obviously our specialist packaging, and they are beautiful.
Love them.
Really are. And
and we've got a great deal, honestly, with a pack of 3 for $11.97, which makes so that one is $9.99, 3 is $11.97. So the 2 you're getting there are 99p each.
Yeah. And club members, it works out £3.60 per poinsettia.
Brilliant.
Really good. Don't forget, postage-wise, £6.99 an order, but if you spend over £40, you will get free delivery. And most of you are buying compost today, so you only have to spend another £16 or so, and you will get free delivery. Neil, thanks for watching. Neil's going as well.
Bye, Neil. See you soon.
He's got some gardening too. Right, anyone with children, grandchildren, we have got this lovely little grow kit, and I think this is mega cute actually.
I love it.
It's really well thought through actually.
It's a great little kit because it's giving you everything that you need. You've got your little compost discs here. They just need rehydrating. You've got your pots over there, all different colours. They come with the little labels that you can write on them. But this is the clever bit here. So this is the biodegradable little seed discs. Yeah. So the seeds are inside there, which means they're already perfectly spaced. It's a fiddly job, isn't it, playing around with little seeds? So, and that can be tricky for kids. All you're going to do is rehydrate your compost, put some in the pot, drop that into the top of the pot, a little bit of compost over the top, and you're going to get your little watering spout to add onto a water bottle, which turns it into your watering can. Basically.
And do you know, I think it's nice because all the pots are different colours. If a few children are growing this together, if you've got maybe 2 or 3 kids, they all know which one's their pot.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's really cute. It's only $5.99, $5.39
and if you're paying $6.99 postage, and adding that item into your basket tips you over the £40, it's much better to not pay the $69 at $6.99 postage, but to get that kit instead.
And I was just thinking, a lot of Christmas, when my niece and nephew were younger, I used to always make up a Christmas stocking for them. It was more like a pillowcase, actually. But you do put a lot of, I'm not going to say rubbish, but a lot of things there, like sweets and things like that, fillers. But that it's educational. It could hopefully get them into gardening and give them a lifelong hobby. But at that price, it's worth a try, isn't it?
Definitely.
Love that. Really
Definitely. Love it.
I'd almost like to buy that myself.
Do you know, well, this is the thing. I know we keep talking about kids, don't we? But I'm actually quite taken with it myself.
Right. We've also got today some brilliant deals on pots. Some real bargain clearances, and my personal favourites today, because I've got these, the Lavelles, and these are down to $4.99 or $4.49 if you are in the club. And I just think they're really stylish. They're very high-end looking, beautiful design on them, great drainage as ever, and a really nice size, they're 26 centimetres, so great for if you've got any bulbs that still need planting. The Sarcococca would go exquisitely in there.
Yeah, really good.
The hellebores, any of those.
Yeah.
In fact, the camellia as well.
Yeah, certainly for the first year, definitely. Love them. They're $4.99 each. $4.49 if you're in the club.
So that looks nice, doesn't it?
I quite like those though.
Yeah,
I think
I'm with
that works
you.
nicely. I think the hellebores, because you get a pack of 3 of those, add those into there, get 3 of the Lavelle planters. They're going to look gorgeous.
What I sometimes do is a bit of fake planting for Christmas. So you can actually, if you're thinking, OK, I want to just do a really quick Christmas display, you can literally, this is what I sometimes do, and there's nothing wrong with doing this for just a few weeks over Christmas. But if you wanted to do a bit of a fake display, alongside making a right mess here, but yeah. I put that there, a couple of these, keep them in the pots. Will you squeeze in, Bex?
Yeah, it's squeezing.
Yeah.
That'll squeeze in.
Yeah, and we've got one more.
I don't know if you can squeeze another one in. You might have to take that one out.
Yeah, you would actually.
Yeah.
It's a bit tight. But you can do like a bit of a quick fake display. But that would look lovely for Christmas, wouldn't it? Do you think? Bex is like, what are you doing? I know I'm making a mess. But just put some extra compost around that. That'd look great, wouldn't it?
No, it does. It looks beautiful. And I like the mixture of the red and the white together. It is really pretty, isn't it? Obviously, your camellia, we know it needs the ericaceous compost and the other one's this, but it's a temporary planter.
Yes.
And if you're keeping that in its pot, that will work absolutely fine.
It's fine. I mean, I'll be honest, that was a bit tight. That wasn't ideal. But I'm going to leave that there, Bex. Yeah. That wasn't my best demonstration, was it? But you can do that, and I have to do that just to say temporary displays for Christmas. Keep things in the pots, make it all lovely, and then pot them up properly in the new year. Right, we like these.
You love making a mess.
I do.
I was looking at you going, what are you doing? Tuscan planters next. Swags and tails, geometric design on here. Nice distressed and aged look on it. And you've got the drainage holes already there. You've got the lips around the edge to be able to carry it around. And it's just a really good take on a terracotta pot, isn't it? But it's a terra-notta.
It certainly is. She just said aged look, is that Shaun?
Aged and distressed, is that Shaun?
No. No. I'd never get stressed. I'm not. Have you ever seen me?
You're not a stress head, no.
I'm really not.
Definitely
My
not.
other half's a stress head. I'm not.
No.
You know, that's why I look so good for
That's
75.
That's why he's the stress head, because you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you know what? If ever I'm even remotely stressed, which I very rarely am, I just go out in the garden and it's gone within like 2 seconds. But I love those. You get all 3 of them, $11.98, 130312. Loads you're still ordering, amazing deals, and don't forget, get your compost because the price has gone up, but you can get the old price using the code. And then these are really good value. You get all 4 of these.
And this is a pack of 4, and it's only $9.99, $8.99 if you're in the club. I really like these. The dark colour on these, you've ruined it with those ones. Let me take one of these ones. But that in there, honestly, that is going to be absolutely amazing.
And I think just one with a bit of top dressing.
Oh my word, yeah, absolutely. That would be gorgeous. So they look like a metal planter. They've got the it's kind of a rose gold or a bronzy colour to it. You've got the acorns going around the edge, sort of like a hammered metal going around. It's got a bit of a festive feel going on there, but it's something that will work all year round.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you're getting all four for £9.99. Great drainage in that one as well.
For club members, it works out £2.25 a pot.
Yeah.
Well, we are nearly out of time. You can still order after the live finishes, but don't forget, if you want the old price on the compost, you need to use that offer code. In fact, we're going to finish the compost. What's Amanda just said?
Oh, yes! This book could make a stocking filler, wouldn't it?
It would. So if you use today's code YGTV5024, Bex is tidying up after me.
Right mess. He's made a right mess, I tell you.
But Amanda was saying that the quiz book would make a great stocking filler, and Amanda's also said she bought the Hellebores last year, and they're flying really well. Mine are too. Mine are looking great.
They look good, don't they?
I love Hellebores.
They are the best.
I mean, look at them.
I've looked after that now.
I'm normally quite good at my quick plant ups.
We just underestimated the size of that pot.
We did. Now, thank you so much. We are back live on Thursday at 10 o'clock till 1, and Bex and Adam are with you next Sunday.
Yes, because Shaun, what are you doing, Shaun?
I'm in pantomime.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am. Yes.
He's butch in the pantomime, aren't you? You're a butch man.
I am. I'm a heartthrob. I know it's hard to believe in the pantomime. Right, very quickly though, we are going to record some shows for you to watch between Christmas and New Year. And they're going to be a lot of fun actually, because we're going to be sharing some of our gardening journeys that we've had this year, some of our favourite plants, and also we are going to be showing some of the best photos that you've sent us as well.
Yeah, we're going to be featuring some of those gardens, which is brilliant. Oh, and Stu is saying if he's got time, he's going to put together some of our bloopers. If you can cut all the swear words out. So that's me mostly.
We have got so many bloopers, we call them, yeah. Because often we also pre-record, we record
little clips for the video,
web
for
content,
the
Instagram, and the amount of times that we go wrong, don't we?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, but I do mine with the swears. You're less sweary than me.
I'm less sweary, yeah. I just get frustrated.
So Stu's got to cut the swears out.
What's the biggest
unedited version on YouTube?
What's the big?
I'm trying
to think. I don't know what the biggest bloopers we've had this year have been.
Mostly just tripping over my words, basically. I mean, there was that one time that I had hold of the camellia flower, and it just fell to pieces in my hands.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a good one.
It was we had one, didn't we?
It was only the one beautiful camellia, and I was like, look at that.
Oh, dear. So the shows that we're going to record for you to watch between Christmas and New Year, they are going to be a lot of fun, and they will be on our website for you to watch at your leisure. So from myself, Shaun Ryan, and Bex Edwards, and the lovely Stu, of course, we will see you live again on Thursday. Get your compost today using the offer code, because the price has actually gone up, but you can get the old price if you order today. Stockpile, take advantage, and join us for TikTok this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll be live from 1:30 if you want to come and join us there. Be nice to see you.
So have a great day, whatever you're doing, and we will see you soon. From myself, Shaun, and the lovely Bex. Take care.